people in your area, all who pass the Trust a Trader 15-point assessment.
Talk Sport.
A very good afternoon. It's exactly 4 o'clock. Here with your sports news, I'm Amelia Beltrao. England are chasing 160 as they take on New Zealand in the T20 World Cup. Harry Brooks' side are already in the semi-finals and the Kiwis will join them if they win today. John Norman is watching for us.
Well, looking good for New Zealand to join England in the semi-finals. Glenn Phillips picking up the wicket of Harry Brook whilst bowling, and has just completed a ridiculous catch at deep mid-wicket to dismiss Jacob Bethel for 21. So England lose 2 quick wickets, and from a position of relative strength, 50 for 2, they now find themselves 58 for 4.
Thank you very much, John. Now, Manchester City have got Real Madrid again in the Champions League, last 16. Arsenal will play Bayer Leverkusen. Spurs will take on Atletico Madrid, with the 2 North London clubs possibly playing each other in the semi-finals. Liverpool have Galatasaray, while Newcastle play Barcelona. And can Chelsea do a repeat of last year's Club World Cup final and beat holders PSG? Liam Rosenior's looking forward to the clash.
They're a team that I've always admired. I think Lewis done an incredible job there. These are the games you live for. These are the games that you come into football for, and it's going to be a great tie between 2 fantastic teams.
But before that, Chelsea have got Arsenal on Sunday, live on talkSPORT. And a big shake-up of the Gallagher Prem is on the way. The RFU has approved plans to scrap traditional promotion and relegation from next season, with clubs having to meet financial and on-field requirements instead. It's hoped the competition will be expanded from 10 to 12 teams by the 2029-2030 campaign. There's more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
The UK government's withdrawn its staff from Iran amid threats of US strikes, and Reform UK's gone to the police over claims of illegal voting in the by-election. More from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Rain or shine, our mobile tyre fitting service comes to you, so you can stay on the sofa this winter. Book today at quickfit.com. Conditions apply.
Cloudy and wet, especially rainy across central and southern parts, where it will turn heavier later. Scotland and Northern Ireland see sunny spells and scattered showers, staying mild.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive, Andy Goldstein's Drive on talkSPORT with, of course, me, your host, the owner of the show, Andy Goldstein, and Darren Bent is here.
It's Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
I just told him that.
Darren Bent, the engine. You know what I mean? The guy that...
Not really the engine.
The people come to see...
I don't think anyone's come to see anyone.
I'm trying to think of the line.
Oh, see, that's why.
No, okay.
That's my point. That's why you give out sandwiches. Come on. Bop, 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 bop.
No, get to the line.
Yeah, nice. Hope you got on. Said no one. But Jigo, we've got a show for you today. Gareth Southgate believes he'd have done a better job than a lot of the big 6 managers over the last few years. So, does he have a point, or is he just a bit arrogant? We'll start with that. Yeah. 03717223344. We'll also talk about Arsenal's lucky route and the rest of the Champions League draws they prepare for a big old game against Chelsea on Sunday. Good on Chelsea. Arnie Slotter's been speaking about his teen superstar today. We'll also be asking whether it's time for a 17-year-old to step in for Salah. And we'll look ahead to this evening's live and exclusive Premier League action on talkSPORT of Aston Villa head to Wolverhampton Wanderers. All that plus Alex Crook joins us for Ready Steady Crook. And we'll find out what's in Bentley's EFL Corner. Excellent. Drive on talkSPORT, you can get involved. Friday show, we always have fun on a Friday. 03717 223344.
We'll have a bit of that.
Yeah, we will have a bit of that. You all right, Darren?
Yeah,
how are you?
As I said before, yeah, I mean, I'm the engine.
Oh, you're going back to that, yeah? Okay, because you mucked it up first time round.
Yeah. So you got some new trainers on?
Yes, I've got new trainers on. What's wrong with that?
Embarrassing.
Is it? Why, are you jealous? You actually said to me yesterday... No, I'll tell you what's embarrassing. I'll tell you what is embarrassing, my friend, is I got a new pair of trainers earlier on in the week or last week, and you actually left me a voice note cussing them, saying, I won't get them, and I can play it I don't get it. There's no point.
No,
I sent you a picture of them today with different laces in. That's how exciting our lives are. And you said, yeah, I'm going to get them.
Yeah.
Now, that's embarrassing,
What
mate.
it was to make you feel a little bit better.
That's embarrassing, mate. You're now taking advantage of me. I'm now Yoda.
You are
Yoda. Luke.
Yodi, whoever that is.
Who?
Yodi, whoever that is.
What does that mean?
Exactly. Not a person. Irrelevant.
What are you talking? Yodi.
Yeah, that's you.
How's your morning? Mate, again, no paddle. I'm getting a bit worried about you.
I played this morning.
Where's your bag?
In there.
Oh, you've moved it.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to say?
People like that.
What are you going to say?
Yeah, what? New trainers, unions, fragments.
Yeah, mega, aren't they?
But they came an hour ago. And
No, they came this morning.
They came an hour ago.
And I took them out of the box, relaced them, and I've got them on today. They are amazing trainers, aren't they?
What I've done for you. See, that's what. No,
Where's
wait, we'll do it in a minute.
Okay.
That's why I'm the engine. I've changed your whole life.
No, you're not.
You had locks. I took them off.
No, you know what it is?
You remember locks, Alice man, took that off.
What it is? No, you wanted me to keep it.
So, straight line jeans.
You want me to keep the Alice band?
I don't want you to keep the skinny jeans.
No, I tell you what it is.
That was
Right?
Red Wings.
I tell you what it is. It was red. I tell you what it is. You know, like when you see an expert driver of an F1 car, right?
So I'm Hamilton.
No. You're just an engineer. You've got the car running smoothly. I am the car, but I am the driver of the car.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you are not.
Yeah.
You know the geezer.
Who drives my
You know
car?
the geezer that take the wheel off.
Who? No, that's you.
That's
you.
I'm Hamilton.
No, you've given me new wheels, new gear stick, new steering wheel, new sponsorship, new tail, whatever that's called. I am driving the car.
You're not.
Oh, yeah, and what a car. It's overtaken you with your little green number on. Is that green or brown?
Green. Beautiful number this.
No.
Shout out M&S.
Is it M&S? Good gear, man. Good. I'll tell you what I do need from M&S.
Oh, here we go.
No, what's wrong with that? I need a tweed jacket for Cheltenham a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
Everyone wears tweed. You got a tweed jacket?
No.
Tweed waistcoat, tweed jacket.
No.
Gold Cup day.
Are you going, aren't you?
Yeah.
Excited?
I'm very
I
excited.
never knew that you was big into the races.
I like spending the day with the public.
Oh, okay, so well,
That's why I go.
So you're in the crowd.
No, but I'm saying they will be there. I'll be like all VIP.
So the whole time you're there, you're going to be out mingling with the people.
No, so I have to get from the gate where you walk in. I'm sweating now, the thought of it. I have to walk into the stadium. That's where I'll be mixing with the public.
Okay, and for the rest of the
I'll be waving. All right, everyone, how you doing? And then they'll ship me straight into VIP as soon as you can. So hopefully no one gets anywhere near me.
So you're not man of the people then?
Yeah, but they can see me. Guess what I saw? Guess what? And it makes people say, guess what I saw today? He's taller in real life. He tastes better.
And you're really in a tent as well, aren't you?
What?
You know, tent.
No intent. Yeah, looked after.
See, man of the people. This man of the people.
Shall we start talking about man and so-called man of the people? He thinks he is. He also thinks he's too good for some clubs in the Premier League. Gareth Southgate reckons he'd do a better job than some managers in the Prem. So, is he arrogant or is he just bang on?
Do I think I could have done?
Watkins making a good run forward here, and he slipped him inside the penalty area, and he's hit it. Oh! Has he hit it? He's just won it. Ollie Watkins has just scored the goal that surely takes England into the final of the European Championships.
Gareth Southgate, a man who's had so much criticism. Respect the man's name.
Somewhere in the middle is where it is. But I'm not going to laud him as St. Gareth Southgate, and I'm not going to turn around and say he's absolute crap either.
If I'm Ratcliffe, am I giving that job to Gareth Southgate? Absolutely no way.
I think it would be a real shame if Gareth isn't involved in football.
Yeah, Gareth Southgate is on course yet to have a job since leaving England after 2024, the Euros. He took the side to two major finals as well as a World Cup semi-final. Had some very interesting things to say about his future in the game. He's been speaking on Henry Winter's The Football Boardroom podcast. He was asked if he could return to club management. Have a listen.
Do I think I could have done the job that some people who've been in those clubs recently have done? Could I do better? I think I could. But we've talked about the baggage that comes with me as an appointment if you're an owner. And there's a reality around, I can understand what that noise is. There's that bit that I think makes me potentially a complicated appointment for a club. Now, 2 years after leaving England, I'm not actively looking for a role in coaching. And if that was, European final was the last bit, I wouldn't worry about that, because there's another 15, 20 years of my life ahead of me. And I'm excited about a different video, a different movie, a different part of my life.
Southgate also said he wouldn't be interested in taking charge of a mid-table Premier League side. He said, I did that at 35. I finished 11th to 12th. Who is in those positions now? Probably Bournemouth, Brighton, ? I don't feel the need to just go and do it to say that I've managed in the Premier League. People like to say, well, we didn't win, so how do you prove that you can win? You've got to go to one of the big clubs.
Do you know, I don't mind it from Gareth.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you know what? I don't mind it.
What are you talking about?
No, but the reason why I don't mind it, because I'm sick and tired, and the other week was doing the same thing. I don't mind popping off, going on podcast. I'm just going to talk now.
But he won, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that, because for Gareth, I mean, he was absolutely hammered. Listen, he done a good job for England. I know we didn't get it over the line, but a number of managers who have had that same role haven't got us anywhere near to winning anything, but Gareth got us close, got us believing again, right? It's a weird one for him because he took a job. He got the Middlesbrough job, which I understand. He was in charge of them for a little while, right? But he then took the biggest job there is. It's almost he jumped a few steps. You know, you earn the right to get to that stage, the England manager. He got it probably earlier than he ever thought he was going to get it. And he done a decent job. The problem that he's got is that I think he did a good job at England, but I think you're right in terms of if a big job came up, top 6 job came up, I don't think he'd be on anyone's radar. Now, why? Why I don't know, because he did do a good job.
You do know.
Yeah, but why though? Because...
Well, when he says all the owners of clubs now come with baggage, what baggage is that?
See, that's what I didn't understand.
That's what I'd like to know. And also, I assume he means, and this is just my interpretation of it, I assume he means the baggage of dividing the nation, whether or not he's a good or bad manager. Like, he comes with people already they've made their mind up as to whether or not he'll succeed.
Well, you've got to think, right? If he was to take a job in the Premier League, and even at maybe some of the big... Man United, Liverpool maybe aside... To an extent, probably, he shouldn't. Like, obviously, managers are always under pressure, but every job he takes after the England job must be less pressure. I don't care what you say, because every single eyes of this country, everyone's got an opinion on England. He's playing the wrong formation. He's playing the wrong player. Yeah. Everybody. So he's had that job. So whatever comes next for him, whether he becomes manager or not, in terms of the pressure, he should be able to cope with it relatively well.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I know I was banging that drum about Manchester United, but in terms of the stabilisation. I just don't think he'd feel the outside noise because of what he's been through already.
Yeah. There's a reason why a big club, in my opinion, won't go for him. And that's purely because, nothing to do with baggage, it's purely because he's not good enough.
He was good enough for the England job.
Well, he wasn't, because the reason we didn't win those competitions is because you needed a manager who could make game-changing decisions in finals, in semi-finals, even before when the teams are announced, that they can put their cojones on the line and make a decision, like not to play an unfit Harry Kane, or if we need to make changes, make them to get that win, to get us over the line. Yeah, and he couldn't do it, right? Hold on. The fact that he's come out and said that he wouldn't take charge of a mid-table side, I find this is the biggest league in the world. You've got a side that are 10th or 9th. Back yourself. Take the job, back yourself, make that team better, and then show to the so-called top 6, this is the reason why you should have employed me. He has won, as a manager, 0. I was looking, the only thing he's won is a 2008 August Manager of the Month award.
See, but I understand what you're saying, right, in terms of...
Not good enough.
No, but I understand this, right, what you're saying. But we had Gareth, right? Okay, you could say he failed even though he got us to finals. Everyone raved about, who was 96?
Terry Venables.
Didn't win it, right? Didn't win. Sven, 2000.
Hold on. Terry Venables won the FA Cup with Spurs.
No, I'm talking about for England.
I know, but I'm saying as a manager, he won stuff.
Yeah, but he's only had a short period in club management.
He didn't win anything.
I understand that. But
I think he took the side down, didn't he? Took Borough down.
No, but it's a short term in management. But I'm talking about for England. People are kind of saying, well, he got decisions wrong against... No, but he got decisions wrong against Spain and these countries. But my point is, Capello was seen as an unbelievable manager. Didn't win anything. Didn't get anywhere near it.
Yeah, but had one.
Okay, but I get it. But when he got to England...
No, but what I'm saying is, when they come out of the England job, those managers you're talking about, they've got a CV to suggest they are winners. He hasn't.
Yeah, I understand.
The fact he's come out and said, I wouldn't go to a mid-table club in the biggest league in the world of football, the whole universe of football, the biggest league, the first division, right, the very top tier of the greatest league in the world, and he's saying, if you're 10th, you're beneath me. I find that staggering.
Yeah, that line's a bit crazy, but I think when you look at, they lost on penalties to Italy as well, although I think they could have won that final. But you look at...
By the way, an Italy side that didn't qualify for the World Cup.
No, but that Italy side was the best team in that tournament by some distance.
I don't know.
They were.
We should have beaten them.
Right, so... But he's done better as an England manager than most others. And a lot of the others are much better managers in terms of club form.
When you talk about what he did as an England manager for our country, a lot of people, their first answer will be galvanise the squad and made the gap between the media and the press and the players and the team much, much smaller. Well done, but that's a little bit further down on my list of what an England manager needs to achieve.
Did he do better than, as you said, Terry Venables for England?
No, but you're missing my point.
No, but answer that question, did he?
No, they both won 0.
No, but so he didn't do better?
No, they both won 0.
So you're telling me, okay, Roy Hodgson, him and Roy Hodgson did the same job today?
Well, I look at list of the roll of honours, nothing.
No, but you're telling me Gareth Southgate, he did the same job as Roy Hodgson?
Ultimately, yeah. They both won 0.
That's absolutely nonsense.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
If Arteta leaves... No. I know, I'm just bringing up a manager who hasn't yet won. If Arteta finishes second again, right?
Well, he has won, but yeah, Karen.
Okay. Take the FA Cup out. If there's a manager at your club that goes second, and you get rid of him, and a manager comes in and goes 5th, 6th, 7th, 5th, they've won the same.
I get it.
They've done the same job.
But it's still
0.
but it's still not about just winning and losing. Like, Gareth Southgate obviously did a better job than Roy Hodgson. That's just fact.
He took us further.
We got us to 2-5, but he's done a better job.
No, I don't see it like that. I base success on trophies. That is the only yardstick I've got. And they both failed.
Well, no, I don't think it's just about... If that was the case, then Spurs would have kept Ange. But clearly it's not just about trophies.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, there are anomalies. Like if you finish 17th.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't sit here and say that.
Okay, but you wouldn't have him.
No, I
wouldn't have him.
I agree with that. But my point is, you can't just say that he did... it was just rubbish. Like,
he won nothing. As a manager, I've won the same.
Yeah, but I understand that. But he still did a good job for England.
If you're telling me if a team that's ninth, who's ninth in the Premier League at the moment? He wouldn't go mid-table, right?
No, see, I don't understand that.
Well, that's my point. That's all I'm basing this on. If a team that's ninth in the Premier League...
Everton. You mean you're taking that job?
There you go. 03717 223344. What do you make of what Gareth Southgate has come out and said? Is it arrogance or does he have a point? 03717 223344.
England striker Ivan Toney joined Drive Today show and was asked whether he wants to see Arsenal win the title.
Arsenal fans hate me as it is, so I can't say too much. But now, generally, I do want them to win. I think it's boring City winning all the time. It would be nice for us, another team to win. Also, a couple friends at Arsenal also. So I think, it'll be special for them. Obviously, being so close for so long, and hopefully they can finally get over the line. But I think they know City have been there, done it. So City have that little advantage. But I feel like Arsenal maybe can do it this time.
Yuck. That's what I'm going to say. Do not want Arsenal winning the title. I'm a Chelsea fan, right? It's the way it should be, right? It's the way it should be, Dina. Don't look at me like that. I don't want Arsenal winning the title, mate. All right? I've said all season they will, and I fear I'm going to be proven right.
So,
all right? I don't want to win the title.
Right. I thought the massive London derby was Spurs, Tottenham. Spurs, Arsenal.
Yeah, right? They're North London derby, yeah.
So who's Chelsea's biggest rivals? Spurs?
In London, Spurs. I mean, they say Fulham and QPR and Brentford. They're not.
No. So why do you hate Arsenal then?
No, I don't hate Arsenal. I just don't want Arsenal to win the title.
Why?
Because they're London. I don't want anyone in London doing well. In fact, someone's got to win the Premier League title. Give it to Man City. So all I've got to say, give it to City.
Well,
no, not give it to City.
What's your reasons for that? Just because they're not from
Arsenal
London?
fans are unbearable. They're unbearable. They haven't won the title in 22 years. They're still unbearable, all of them. Honestly.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How did you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
tune. Is this by Halls and
Hall and Oates?
Holland? Is it Holland Oaks?
Hey, right. What's the tune called again?
Brilliant. Well done.
Yeah,
I.
yeah, that,
Triple I. I love it. Do you like Holland Oaks?
I don't know who that is.
It's Holland Oaks.
Hall and Oates, bro. Hall and Oates.
Holland Oaks. Holland. Is it Holland? There you go. Holland Oaks. Why are you saying Hall?
There's Hall and Oates.
Holland Oaks.
Okay, I don't know who this is, but I like Hall and Oates.
You just made that up. I will see what you're trying to do to annoy people here. Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent, alongside still to come. We'll be looking ahead to Wolves against Villa. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. Go on, Wolves. Just quickly, Man United's figures have revealed that sacking Ruben Amorim could end up costing them £16 million. Well done, Man United. Could work. England, they're currently in T20 World Cup action against New Zealand in their final group game. It don't really matter what happens in that, is my understanding. John Norman can confirm that. He's watching for talkSPORT.
Yeah, you're kind of right. I mean, if England win in a weird way, well, in a weird way, they might want to lose this match because it means they'll avoid India in the semi-finals. But we shall see. Either way, it's a really good match. New Zealand do need to win, so it certainly matters to them. If they beat England, they get it through to the semi-finals themselves. This game has gone one way and then the other. It's kind of coming back the way of England. 64 needed from 38 deliveries, 6 wickets in hand, with Tom Banton and Sam Curran at the crease. But a wicket here would certainly tip it back the way of New Zealand. So good match. New Zealand need to win it more than England. England 96 for 4, chasing 160.
Thanks, John. Right, we're taking your calls about Gareth Southgate. Will he do a better job than some of the managers in the Premier League? Leon is a Man City fan. Leon, how are you doing, my friend?
Not too bad, thanks yourself.
Good, thanks, man.
Yeah,
good. Happy Friday. What do you want to say?
For the first time, Bennett, I think you're delusional with your opinion. He is nowhere Southgate.
No,
he was never good enough.
Sorry, hold on. Who's delusional? Me or him?
Benty.
Benty, go on then.
He got relegated from National League A to National League B. He got relegated as a league manager. He never won anything. He's a manager.
So Grady's time in charge of England, what would you give him out of 10?
What did he win? Nothing. Personally, I very, very rarely watch him because I never wanted him in. For what he achieved, I'd give him a 4. He never won anything. He never won any silverware.
Okay, so for England, you're giving him 4 out of 10.
Yeah, at best.
Okay, what would you give Sven?
Again, he never won anything. I'd give him probably a 4 at best.
So basically, we've had ever since Sir Ralph Ramsey, all our managers since then have been awful.
Well, I've not watched them all because I'm only 38.
You're how old?
I'm 38.
Okay, Karen. Okay, but I'm just saying, since '66, because by your notion, every manager, because they haven't won anything for England, have been terrible.
When they've had the opportunity to go and win, they've had the players. No, they're not good enough.
Well, okay, fair enough.
I understand what he's saying.
I know, but basically what he's saying is, so you're talking about people like Bobby Robson, legend.
Yeah, but he won stuff away from the game.
I get that, but he was talking about for England.
I know, but my point was, which was a little bit like he was saying, but my point was, when these managers leave England, they've already got a CV that suggests they are winners, like Sir Bobby, bless him, right?
Mm-hmm.
This fella's got nothing. To say he wouldn't go near a mid-table side in the biggest league in the world, I think he's just utter mad. Like, if he was chocolate, he'd eat himself. Absolute madness.
Yeah, but you know, just because
if Everton knock on the door, you go, I'm waiting for top 6.
Yeah, but you talk about just obviously winning and losing, right?
Yeah.
Would you say Amorim was a good manager?
No.
But he's won stuff. So it doesn't always work out.
You are right, but he can now move on with that CV that he's won stuff. Southgate can't.
I think Gareth can still move on.
You know, he can, but what I'm saying...
I mean, what he
said
doesn't help himself. In terms
this
of
whole argument is based around the fact he wouldn't take a mid-table side in the Premier League. I'm saying that's barking because he failed. That's what I'm saying. Lewis is an Arsenal fan. Hi, Lewis.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Lewis. How are you doing?
Sound. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Professional rage baiter. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very well. Professional, you say? Well, you or me?
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, you get paid to do it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So, 2 points. First of all, I remember the semi-final, England versus the Netherlands, when Gareth Southgate made a pretty good decision to bring Ollie Watkins on, which won us a game and put us through to the final. It wasn't just all failure and all terrible decisions. He did make some decent decisions. And second of all, by your notion of no trophies is a failure, Alan Shearer won the Premier League in 95-96, never won anything again. Would you say that he was a success?
Yeah, because he's the highest scorer in the history of the Premier League.
That's not winning anything, then.
That's not a trophy. That's just bragging rights. That's not a trophy.
Well, no, you just said
Harry Kane.
Hold on. You just said he's Shearer a success. He was a striker. No one. Hold on. No one scored more goals than him. So I'd say if the answer was no, I'd look pretty foolish. So I'd say yes.
About Harry Kane.
Yeah, but you have to look foolish because that's the sort of thing that turns your notion inside out.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question then. Do you think Alan Shearer is a success?
Yes, I do. I think.
Well, so you agree with me? Hold on.
I'm an Arsenal fan.
But you agree with me, and I'm wrong. How can that be?
Because I don't agree with. No, I don't agree with the notion that Gareth Southgate wasn't a good manager.
Would you have him at Arsenal? Would you have him at Arsenal?
I wouldn't want him at Arsenal because
Why?
I think Arteta's a good manager.
If Arteta left tomorrow, went to Real Madrid, Man City, would you have him?
No, I wouldn't. But that
Why?
doesn't necessarily mean I don't think he's a good manager.
But why?
Because I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal.
Why?
Because I think Arsenal got a culture at the club after Arsene Wenger created it. I think we have a culture of longevity, a culture of...
He signs a 10-year deal. Would you have him?
He wouldn't sign a 10-year deal.
No, I'm just giving you a scenario. I want to know why you wouldn't have him. Is it because he's not a winner?
I just don't think he's good enough for Arsenal.
It's not because he's not a winner. He's not good enough for Arsenal. Hold on. With being an Arsenal fan, being an England fan...
Let me ask you this. Your next manager, you want to come in and start winning stuff for you. Right?
I want a manager who's going to give us stability. I was listening to you a couple of months back and you were talking about stability being a load of rubbish. I want a manager who's going to come in and bring us stability. I would sooner come second. I would sooner come second every year than come second and then 17th and then 14th and then 8th.
Yeah, but let me tell you, if Gareth Southgate signed a 2-year deal and in those 2 years won you 2 FA Cups, 2 Premier Leagues and the Champions League and left, you'd be over the moon. So stability, yeah.
Let me ask you.
Hold on, Lewis. Let me ask you this. Here's my question to you. This all started on me saying it was madness that if Gareth Southgate was offered a job at a mid-table side in the Premier League, he wouldn't take it.
I agree with you.
Right.
I think he's out of order for that.
Right. Well, that's all I've said. That's all I've said.
Yeah,
and the reason
it isn't all.
No, hold on. The reason you wouldn't have him at Arsenal is because you want success and you don't think he could bring it to you.
No. Arsenal have a certain culture at the club, and I don't think Gareth Southgate would fit that. We have, like, ex-Arsenal players, for example, come back through. It's once a Gooner, always a Gooner. We have a lot of ex-Arsenal. We have Mertesacker. We had Jack Wilshere in our academies. And now we've got Arteta come through. All right, fair enough. We've got people like Heinz who have come in who aren't ex-Gooners, but it seems to be working at the moment.
Who's your greatest ever manager?
Arsene Wenger.
And what was his connection to Arsenal before he left Japan?
Well, he joined Arsenal after that. So then he became a Gooner. So a lot of people can just become Gooners by joining, but once you join...
No, the reason you wouldn't have Southgate is because you don't think he's going to win you the Premier League.
It doesn't mean he's not a good manager.
But it does mean that's why you wouldn't have him.
No, but that's a good... Look, I think Andoni Iraola's a good manager, but I wouldn't have him at Arsenal. But he's still a good manager.
Is Southgate a good manager?
I think he's done a good job for England, but I wouldn't have him at Arsenal, no. But by your notion, why have you had Carrick? He ain't won anything. He didn't deserve that job.
He's not our full-time manager.
Okay, Liam Rossini.
Right.
He's got the job. It happens. These things happen.
I know. I'm not discussing whether or not things like this happen in football. I'm talking about whether or not Southgate is a little bit ignorant, suggesting if a side mid-table in the Prem offered him a job, he'd turn it down.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But I still think he's done a good job for England.
Still to come, we're discussing whether long throws should be a thing of the past. Time for a bit of no Googling. We're a little bit over. It's my fault, management, not Joe's. We want to know who scored the first England goal under Gareth Southgate. Who scored the first England goal under Gareth Southgate? Answer to that and more coming up live on talkSPORT after this.
That's a fantastic draw for Arsenal, really, to be in that part of the draw as well, because not only have they got Leverkusen, they then play the winners of Sporting and Boda Glimt. So they've got a great run. In fact, it could be that you could get a North London derby in the semi-finals of the competition if everything goes to plan. But their potential opponents in the quarterfinals, should they beat Leverkusen, Arsenal, would end up being Boda Glimt or Sporting. And then they would face the winners of the quarterfinal, which is between Newcastle, Barcelona or Atletico Madrid against Tottenham. So the draw in full then, Paris Saint-Germain against Chelsea, Galatasaray against Liverpool. The winners of those two ties will play each other in the quarterfinals of the competition. Real Madrid will take on Manchester City, and Atalanta will play Bayern Munich. The winners of those two ties will meet in the quarterfinals. So we could have a Manchester City Bayern Munich reunification with Vincent Kompany in the quarterfinals of the competition, or we could have Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, some of the most prolific champions in Champions League history, meeting at the quarterfinals stage. Newcastle and Barcelona is the next fixture that came out of the hat. They will face the winners of Atletico Madrid and Tottenham Hotspur in the quarterfinals, and then Boda Glimt Sporting and Leverkusen Arsenal completes the draw. Well, certainly Arsenal have come out more favourably than anybody else.
Incredible. That's incredible. I mean, they've got to at least get to the semi-finals for me, if not the final itself. It couldn't have gone any better from a Gunners' perspective.
Every spring, sports fans in Europe come together to celebrate arguably rugby's biggest annual tournament, the Six Nations. But why is it the home nations, plus France and Italy, and no one else? It all started back in 1871 when Scotland beat England in the very first international rugby match. A few years later, when they could field a team, Wales decided they'd host England and an idea was thought up. With Ireland keen, they formed the Home International Championship, which ran from 1883. In 1910, France was allowed to join, as they were developing into a serious rugby nation, and thus the Five Nations was born. France had an interesting history with the championship. They were actually booted out for paying their players in 1931, when the home nations were keen to keep it amateur. After World War II, though, France were let back in, but it remained a closed shop for more than 50 years. And when another country was let in, it was only really because the Five Nations hand had been forced. Italy was developing into a serious contender, beating Scotland, France and Ireland twice in the same year, meaning in 1999 officials got together and said yes to Italy, and it became the Six Nations. So what changes, if any, come next? 7 nations? 8? A promotion and relegation system? Or should we leave it alone and let it remain the great rugby tradition it's become?
I can't cope with that, or I can't go with that. What are you going for? I can't go with that. What are you going for?
I can't go for that.
No, I think I can't cope for that. I can cope. This is instrumental. No one will ever know. Before the break, ask the question. Will we discuss it? Oh, turn it up. Oh, it's going to take ages to get to it. We'll get to it in a minute. We want to know who scored the first England goal under Gareth Southgate.
I don't know, but I'm just going to go with Raheem Sterling.
No, Liverpool.
Sturridge.
Daniel Sturridge in a 2-0 win over Malta in 2016. How about that? I can't go for that. Go on. Oh, yeah, I'll do anything that you... Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Oh, no, it's not yet. Yeah. Well, I'm saying I can't go for that. What are you saying?
I can't go for that. I said that. You said the other thing.
Oh, here we go.
But I can't go for that.
Oh, Did it run out? Oh, no, he didn't put money into me. Such a waddy. Still a couple we talking about. Everyone's in a car going, "Argh!" I was right. We'll talk about Arsenal's easy Champions League draw. Oh, if you don't win it now.
Joe, when we talking about that?
Later.
I hope so, yeah.
Do you want me to tell you when? We're doing it from 5
Arrogance.
o'clock.
And this is the point. No, but I've got a point on that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell
you. Want to give us a little flavour of it now?
Yeah, but about... No, I'm not actually.
Okay, all right.
All for 5.
Keep your powder dry. We'll do it then. Right. Could we be... Oh, I want to get your view on this. Could we see the end of the long throw-in? Because football's lawmakers are expected to discuss the idea of a new 5-second time limit for goal kicks and throw-ins. All right? They'll also discuss whether VAR should be extended to check yellow cards. But enough about that. What do you make about that? A 5-second time limit for goal kicks and throw-ins. 5 seconds, not a lot. 5 seconds is this, right? Hold on. So it'd start now. No, I can't do the whole 5 seconds. But it's a long time, right? That was 2.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can't do that because set plays are a huge part of the game. And throw-ons, throw-ons, it's throw-ons, isn't it, right? Because I know that you can't, it's not throw-ins, it's throw-ons.
Well, I think throw-in is the word.
But either way...
It doesn't matter. We both know what you're talking about.
A lot of teams set up, Arsenal, a prime example of that. Brentford are really good at it as well. When the ball goes out for a throw-on, the centre-halves need time. They can't sprint up the pitch to get themselves in the box. It just won't work. And I don't know why we've got this fascination to try and change things. Like, the long throws become a big part of it. I said Brentford are dangerous. Every single time Brentford got a throw-on against Arsenal, I thought, oh no, here we go again. But it's what's working for them. It's been part of why they've had a really good season. Not the biggest thing, but obviously they've got good players and good manager, but it has helped them get to where they are right now currently. That 5 seconds is just not long enough because the ball goes out of play, the guy runs out, picks it up. The centre-halves and the defenders have got to have time to get themselves from wherever they are into the penalty box, and then they start again.
Now, I agree with you, but throw-ins are not meant to be a moment where the game stops. It's meant to flow. A throw-in, ball goes out, boom.
Yeah, but it's always stopped.
And I know, but you have like multi-ball as well now.
Yeah.
That's so we don't have that delay, right?
I mean, the delay ain't that long.
I agree with you. I'm just giving you the reason as to why they want to do this. It's not meant to be a set piece. So when you get a throw, sometimes the throw might be down on the right-hand side by the corner flag, and the left back might have to run diagonally over and they're saying it shouldn't be like, it's not a set piece. It's just a way to start football. Boom, throw it. Okay. Whoever's nearest. Throw it
okay, but what's the difference then if you get a corner on that side and the left back's got to take it? He's still got to trot himself all the way over there.
You are right, but you get...
It's the same thing.
You get a lot less corners than you do throw-ins during a game.
Yeah, but you do, but then you only start hurling the ball in the box, right?
When it's within like 20 yards of the corner.
Yeah, so
I know.
I just think they're trying to change it.
Yeah, I agree.
It
don't need to be looked at.
No, just relax. If a team takes a little bit longer to set the set play up and get their players up, I've got no problems with the throwing. But trying to change it, 5 seconds this and 5 seconds that, and
what about 5 seconds goal kick? I mean, that's quick.
No, 5 seconds again. It's not long enough.
Just leave it.
No,
just leave it alone.
But imagine your team is on the back foot, right?
Yeah.
Be defending like your relegation battle, defending for your lives. You get a goal kick. That's the time when everyone goes, calm. All right, calm. Goalkeeper can't be sprinting out, picking up the ball, and
also, what happens if he blows the whistle and he goes up 6 seconds? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what one's older? It's not set. No. You started from when you put. No, I started it from when you touched.
You know what's going to happen? We get these in football. People start doing the dark arts, and do you know what? Rightly so. You get a goal kick, someone goes down, and they go ref.
That's right. You're
ref
right.
Got slight. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but they're trying to introduce. You've got to stay off the field for a minute now.
No, but if you drop in the middle of the pitch,
if the goalkeeper drops, he can't go off the field.
No, but if the goalkeeper, right, whoever, just to get an extra few seconds, hit the deck. And
I know, but then that person's got to go off for a minute.
Oh, is that a minute now?
Yeah, well, they want to extend it to a minute. Yeah.
Either way, you're right. The goalkeeper might go down.
Yeah, because then there's no.
You can't go off.
Yeah.
Or the striker might drop down because he's up the other end of the pitch anyway. So when you start doing this, type of things.
You know what you're doing? You're opening a can of worms.
Exactly, because football clubs are okay, we'll start doing this then.
I agree with you. Right, follow us at 7. You can hear live commentary of Wolves against Aston Villa in the Premier League. Villa have won just one of their last 5 games across all comps, whilst Wolves are, of course, rock bottom of the Premier League with just 10 points, although one of those points did come against Arsenal. Villa boss Unai Emery has been speaking ahead of the game. He said that they're entering an exciting stage of the season.
Each day is something we must enjoy practicing, preparing games, focusing the next match, and of course we are going to face and we are going to fight day by day, next week, next month. Very excited moment. Excited moment. Everything can happen, but excited moment.
The cheek of you, because you drew them.
I was going to say, I have to commend Adidas at the moment. Last couple of weeks' press conferences, Arteta had an unbelievably cool retro Arsenal trackie on. Yeah. You see Unai Emery's on there.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you drew them. Man United, 1-1, Old Trafford.
Yeah, but we're not going for the title.
Hold on, you said...
Oh, Martin, calm down.
Yeah, you did. You are going for the title now, another Carrick.
No.
You said to me, can we get second?
We're not.
You did. You did. And you know you
we're
did.
Not going for second, not the title.
No, but if you're thinking, well, Arsenal and City are in the title race, so if you can catch second, you can certainly catch first.
Whatever way you look at it, bad result.
Yeah, for both clubs, yeah, you're right.
No, we're talking about yours.
Yeah,
let's do a section about my club.
Arsenal not playing tonight. Well, Wolves are.
No, but the last time Wolves played a team, it was Arsenal.
Well, the last game they played was who?
The last time they played a team was Arsenal.
It was Palace, and they got beat.
Okay, before that.
Oh, so we're going to keep going back. All right.
I'm just reacting to what the manager said. Yeah. All right.
No, do you know what? I mean, it's a tough game for Wolves against Villa, obviously rivals and that. But I do think there's been an upturn since Rob Edwards got there. They're not going to stay up.
No, of course not.
So their battle this season now is about the points. Can they get more than Derby?
So 1 point they need.
Exactly, so they don't equal that record. But I mean, Villa, you'd have to say for Villa, and they are having a bit of a wobble.
Yeah, they are.
Drawing with Leeds, getting beat, and that was a cup game against Newcastle, but they haven't looked like certainly earlier on in the season, I was like, oh my goodness, like.
Well, I think you've got league table open. Is it 3 points between them and us?
It is right now, yeah, only 3 points. Yeah. I think they were 4 or 5 behind Arsenal at one point. It's now 10.
Yeah, that's insane, right?
Yeah.
What's that down to? Lack of squad depth? Because they drew with Lille, didn't they, in the Europa League last 16?
Yeah.
So they drew Lille in the last 16.
Yeah, I think so. And that's why it's going to get to a point where I think for Aston Villa, yes, they'd love to be in the... And I think they can do both by finishing in the top 5. I've got no doubts about that. But can they win the trophy? I just feel like that would tick off. Unai at Villa has been absolutely incredible. Now, if he left today, the end of the season, and Villa haven't won anything, has he done a good job?
Well, that's a great question, right?
No,
I'm going to answer it. Because I was having lunch with a good friend of mine last week, John, his name is, who's a big Chelsea fan. And I said about how great that if he became available, Unai Emery, I'd like... And he made a very good point. He said he's great at clubs with low expectation, right? So he came to Arsenal, the bar was very high. I know he was coming on the back of Arsene Wenger, didn't do that well. When he went abroad, won the Europa League, right, was about 40 times.
Yeah, with Seville and Villarreal.
With clubs that aren't necessarily the favourites when that competition starts. Goes to Aston Villa. Now, what he's done at Aston Villa...
I know he didn't win the Champions League, but did well at PSG. I mean, everyone wins there, but...
Right, okay. But then goes to Aston Villa, who were on their knees when he got there. They were like looking at the bottom three. And now he's taking them up to the dizzy heights of third and, lat stages of Europe and so on. I don't know I thought, until I had that conversation, I thought it was a gimme that if he went to a massive club, he would do incredibly well. And I still probably think that. But I think it's a really good question.
So answer it.
What?
Answer the question then.
Would I have him...
No, my question.
Yeah, I'm asking it out loud. Would I have Unai Emery at Man United?
No, that wasn't the question.
Oh, what was your question?
That if he leaves at Villa at the end of the season and they haven't won anything, has he done a good job?
Oh, see, sorry, I didn't know that was a question.
Yeah. So where
do they finish?
No, it's not about where they finish. You said about winning. So if he leaves Villa at the end of the season, he's done an awful job then, by your metric.
No.
Well, you said about Gareth England, didn't win.
Hold on, you've got to tell me where he finishes for me to answer.
No, finishes already, he just doesn't win anything.
Yeah, I've got no... Hold on, if you're saying...
you see what I mean?
No. If you're saying end of season, I have to know where.
No,
because if he finished second, unbelievable. If he finishes seventh,
but by your metric, because he didn't win anything, he's not done a good job.
I know, but because you're saying Gareth, you're basically comparing it to Gareth Southgate.
Well, Gareth finished second in 2 tournaments.
Right. So where's Unai? If you're telling me where Gareth finished, where's Unai?
Unai's just finished 4th, 3rd.
So he's got Champions League football.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
But he didn't win anything.
Yeah, but he's done unbelievable because his track record suggests he's a winner because he's won.
No, but at Villa he didn't win anything.
No, but he's done unbelievably well.
No, but I said to you about Gareth, who finished second twice, and you said no, not a good job because he didn't win anything.
Well, you're a little bit misquoting me.
No, everyone heard it.
No.
Everyone heard it.
What I said was you compared him to Roy Hodgson at England, and I said both the same because they both won nothing.
Okay, so then Gareth won nothing, Unai's won nothing, so is he doing a good job?
But you're missing my point. No, you're missing my point because I was saying that Gareth Southgate's CV is empty. Unai Emery's isn't. That's exactly my point.
At Villa,
yes, he's done a really good job.
Okay, but winning is irrelevant then.
No, it's not irrelevant. It's not relevant.
No, but you said to me earlier about winning and losing, and I just said because I think Unai Emery, regardless of whether he wins or not, Villa has done an unbelievable job.
Yeah,
but he hasn't won anything by your metric.
Yeah, but you're taking a tiny chunk of what I said. So my whole argument about Southgate was based around the fact that he wouldn't take a job mid-table in the Premier League, and I'm saying a man that has a CV that's blank has no right to say that he would refuse that, right? Mm-hmm. And then you brought up what he did for England, and I basically was pushing home the fact he's won nothing. So, so generically, he's not a good manager. If Unai Emery gets Aston Villa up to the dizzy heights of third, I know he's done really well, and I know he's a good manager because his history on CVs.
Everyone say that. You didn't say that.
I did say that.
Well, no, everyone's listening.
I did say that.
The message comes saying you didn't say that. You said because he didn't win anything, he's not a good manager.
Yeah, but okay. What I could say, which I haven't, is he doesn't need to win anything at Villa this season to prove he's a good manager.
No, I'm not saying about good manager. I said has he got a good job for Villa, even though they haven't won anything.
Yes.
Okay, so Gareth did a good job for England, right?
No.
How is that? How is that?
You know why? You know why?
No, Andy. I need you to explain it. How?
For the same reason that if Arteta doesn't win anything this season, some fans would say he has done a good job, and some he hasn't.
Yeah, but he's got a trophy to show for it.
Again, it wasn't his team. But if you take England to 3 major tournaments and don't win anything, you ain't done a good job. If you're in charge of Aston Villa and when you take over from Steven Gerrard, they are 16th and you take them to 3rd.
Gareth took over Roy. They lost to Iceland.
Well, we need to go to a break. Look, we'll carry on this in a minute. It's going to be one of those shows. Drive and Talk Sport.
So when an old friend I know drops by to say hello, will I still see suspicion in your eyes?
Absolutely.
There we go again, Ray. Here we go.
Come on now.
You're asking where I've been.
Whoa.
You can't see the tears are real, I'm crying. Sing it, Ray.
We can go on together with suspicious minds.
Build our dreams on suspicious minds. That's beautiful.
Right, people can put the radio back on.
I just want to hear the bit in the ghetto from the man himself, Elvis. This is a classic.
There's a snowflake on a cold and grey Chicago morning. A poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cries, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? A child needs a helping hand, or he'll grow to be an angry young man someday. Well, take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way?
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
to that conclusion. That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
We're having big fun. It's Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Bent alongside. Still to come, we'll be asking whether it's time, I hope I pronounced his surname right, for Liverpool to play the youngster Rio Ngamoa. I think that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? He's unbelievable, boy.
Yeah.
It's early days, right? But he looks good.
He was good when he came in against Forest.
Yeah,
Really good.
Yeah, set up the goal. Right, time now for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Right, time now for today's bet builder with the friends at Paddy Power. Let's welcome Matt Keir. And we're looking forward to tomorrow, Liverpool, Anfield. They play West Ham. What a tough game this is for both sides in the Premier League. Matt, hello.
Hi, how are we doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying the Southgate debate, especially from the perspective of a Welshman who's seen Chris Coleman take us to third place at Euros, then get Sunderland relegated to League One.
Are you comparing Chris Coleman to Gareth Southgate? Is that what you're doing?
Well, he's made a third place at Euros. That's not too far off Southgate coming second at one, is it?
Not bad at all. Right. Can you remind everyone how the bet builder works, please?
Yeah, so the bet builder is just an accumulator on events within a match. You can have anything within the match, a team to win or draw, goals, over-unders, both teams to score, fouls, shots, corners, anything you can think of. You can put it in a bet builder.
Okay, and of course it's a charity bet. Remind us of the charity that may benefit.
Yeah, we'll be hoping to raise some money for the Attitude Foundation that raises great money for LGBT causes up and down the country.
Right, it's a 5-leg bet builder. These are our picks. I've gone for both teams to score.
Yeah, last week West Ham was shut out for the first time in 8 games since the New Year's fixtures, and that was one of the most flattering results you'll ever see for Bournemouth. If you're a person that backs shots, they had 20. If you're a person that backs XG, they had 3.3. It's a miracle they didn't score. Liverpool, in a similar boat, have been not shut out for 11 games since the start of January in that dull 0-0 with Arsenal. There's a lot of firepower on show in these two teams.
I've gone for West Ham's top goal scorer, Jared Bowen, to score at any time, please.
Yeah, there's only 2 players in the West Ham squad you're going to back to score, and that is Somerville and Bowen. Bowen's fair shout. He's scored against Sunderland and Chelsea this month. Everything runs through him. He starts every game. He plays 90 minutes every game. It's always good to back a talisman for a team.
Right, next up is the producer. Joey's gone for Souček to commit 2 or more fouls.
Yeah, Souček's had a bit of a resurgence lately. He's now playing basically every single game, full 90. He's not got a great disciplinary record, and it's actually only really gotten worse since he's moved from being one of their major goal scorers 5 years ago to a bit deeper and more regular in midfield now. It's priced to evens when his average is 1.1 per game, so the odds really do reflect it being a bit of a coin toss, but you always just back the tactical fouls against the big boys anyway.
Next up, the people, they've gone for Liverpool to win the game.
Yeah, not too much of a surprise on that one. 5 wins from 6, where the 1 loss was incredibly controversial to Man City. It's nothing to scoff at. West Ham, they are in great form, 3 wins from 6, but of those 3 wins, only one of them was against a team above 16th, and that was 12th place Sunderland.
Okay, finally it's yours. What are you going for?
I've got Jared Bowen to be fouled. By now you might have noticed I like to just pick what I think is good value for money for the bet for charity. Bowen's been fouled 1.4 times per game this season because the entire West Ham attack runs through him. And despite the fact it's priced at about 1 to 3, the way that Bet Builders works, it adds about 40 quid to the bet. And the more money we can get for the Attitude Foundation, the better.
Right, before I let you go, can you just confirm the odds and the value of charity bet one more time for me, please, Matt?
Yeah, so we've got both teams to score, Bowen to score, Souček to commit 2 or more fouls, Liverpool to win, and Bowen to be fouled. It's just under 15 to 1. £10 would pay 158 for the Attitude Foundation.
Fingers crossed. Matt, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for coming on.
Take care. Cheers.
There you go. £80 bet builder for today. Minimum on 25 plug 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
On talkSPORT with Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Right, it's all over in the cricket. Final T20 World Cup group stage clash. John Norman has been watching for talkSPORT. John.
What a brilliant game of T20 cricket. England have won. They've beaten New Zealand by 4 wickets in a really entertaining encounter, which if you crossed to me 3 overs ago, I would have said that New Zealand are going to win it comfortably. However, Will Jacks and Rayan Ahmed didn't play to the script. An unbroken partnership of 44 from just 16 balls, with Will Jacks at 32 and Rayan Ahmed at 7 ball 19. Has seen England pass New Zealand in the end quite comfortably. Quite a ridiculous game, which saw New Zealand get off to a good start with the bat, then get dragged back on a pitch which gave a lot of turn to the spinners. 159 for 7. Didn't look remarkable, but when they had England 2 for 2 inside the second over, it looked a tall order, especially so when Harry Brook was caught at long off for 26. From that point onwards, you'd say New Zealand were favourites right up until an over where Rayan Ahmed and Will Jacks took 22 from Glenn Phillips, and they've won the game. It means that England finished top of the group. They will play the team that finishes second in the other group, so that's probably going to be India. And that semi-final will be next week. New Zealand will have to wait and see what happens in the Pakistan game, but they're probably through as well. Brilliant game of T20 cricket, which has seen England win by 4 wickets.
Good work as always. Thank you for that, John. Right, when we come back, more calls needed. 03717 223344. Arsenal have got a nice draw all the way through to the final if they get there in the Champions League. How much does luck play a part in winning the trophy, or do you make your own luck? 03717 223344.
So, Stuttgart have got Porto, Nottingham Forest have got Midtjylland. The winners of those ties will meet in the quarterfinals. Bologna take on Roma and Lille play Aston Villa. It means the quarterfinal could be Donyell Marlin against Aston Villa, Gabby.
That would sum us up. That Donyell Marlin would score the winner and knock Aston Villa out. And if that happened, right, I don't know what I'd do, Crookie. I think I'd walk to your house, Crookie, from here and knock on your door and blame you.
We'll fire up the hot tub, mate. You're always welcome.
Yeah, but Aston Villa against Lille, they finished 18th in the Europa League group stage. Beat Red Star Belgrade in the playoffs.
They did well, actually, to come from behind. They lost their home leg 1-0 and then 1-2-1 away.
You should be beating them.
They're 5th in the league as well, in Liga. So
Roma's
should beat them.
The tough one.
Yeah, Roma's the tough one, and it's on the same side as Forest. Is that right?
Well, yeah. So basically, what it means is that if they were to win against Midtjylland, which you might expect them to do, Nottingham Forest, they would find a quarterfinal opponent, either Stuttgart or Porto. Tough draw, actually, that. And then further down the line, if they were to win that quarterfinal, the semi-final would be potentially Aston Villa. That is possible.
Are you pleased you're on the other half of the draw to Genk?
Cookie, you're not funny. Where Manchester United, Alex? Because there'll be thousands of Villa fans listening to you.
They're
Cookie.
also on the other side of the draw to Freiburg.
Yeah,
hello. Hello, you.
And Braga.
Guys, you do a lot of games at Villa Park. Be careful now. Alex.
You like Aston Villa?
Get looked after, didn't you?
We're predicting them
Get
to
some good food in
go-
the press box.
You know what? I think the atmosphere at Aston Villa is one of the best when it's.
Manchester City will be looking for revenge after being handed Real Madrid in the Champions League last 16. Pep Guardiola reacted to being drawn with them for the 8th time.
Yeah, for our club, as much you play against the best teams in all history in this competition, you learn and improve, and you are better in the future.
Chelsea will be hoping to repeat the outcome of the Club World Cup final. They've got PSG, and Liam Rossini is excited about facing the champions of Europe.
Fantastic team. Obviously, I have experience of playing against them in France. They're a team that I've always admired. I think Lewis done an incredible job there. These are the games you live for. These are the games that you come into football for, and it's going to be a great tie between two fantastic teams.
Spurs and Arsenal could face each other in the semi-finals. Tottenham have got to get past Atletico Madrid while the Gunners play Bayer Leverkusen. Gabriel Bonlahor reckons Arsenal have got a pretty easy run.
If you beat them, you get Sporting or Bodo Glimt. Then, if you beat them, you get Barca or Newcastle, Spurs, Atletico. No offence, but any of those 4 teams, I think Arsenal beat over 2 legs. So you'd put money on Arsenal definitely getting to the final.
Liverpool have Galatasaray while Newcastle take on Barcelona. In the Europa League, Aston Villa will face Lille in the last 16 with Nottingham Forest during Midtjylland. Tonight, though, Premier League action returns. Wolves welcome Aston Villa to Molineux. So is this going to be a walk in the park for Villa, Stuart Pearce?
No, I don't think it will. I was at the Arsenal game and what they're doing where they are in the league at the moment with the new manager situation, they're trying to build for next year.
That one's live on talkSPORT this evening, and it's considered the biggest shake-up to elite club rugby in England for almost 40 years. The RFU Council has voted to scrap traditional promotion and relegation in the Gallagher Prem. They're replacing it with a franchise league, which looks to expand to a 20-team league by 2040. There's more on all of this at talksport.com.
What's happened?
I tried to do a cough silently.
Well, back to our number 2 driver talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent here. I can't do that note. I can't do that.
Your throat's hurting.
Yeah, I can't get there.
The doctor said stop drinking. You kept drinking.
I didn't keep drinking. I've stopped drinking. I now drink once a week maximum.
So you haven't stopped drinking?
No. Still to come, we'll look ahead to the rest of the weekend's football in ready, steady, cook. But now, the Champions League draw has been made and it's looking good for Arsenal. Hooray.
Manchester City is going to join Real Madrid on the silver side for what has become now a European Classico.
Looking for Mbappe, lobs it over the keeper. Oh, what a start! Haaland! 1-0 Manchester City.
Arsenal playing against Leverkusen.
Martinelli is clear. Can he round it off? He does!
Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea.
João Pedro makes it 3-0. Chelsea are the world champions, and they have absolutely hammered Paris Saint-Germain.
Newcastle for Barcelona.
Murphy right across the face of the 6-yard box, and Anthony Gordon couldn't miss.
Liverpool will have to face the opposition of Galatasaray.
It's Osimhen against Alisson, right down the middle, and Galatasaray beat Liverpool.
Tottenham Hotspur against Atletico Madrid.
Equalises for Tottenham.
All 6 English sides have learned who they will play in the last 16 of the Champions League. Newcastle play Barca, tough. Spurs play Atletico, tough. Man City, Real Madrid, very tough. That's for the 5th season in a row, by the way. Liverpool play Galatasaray, tough game. Meanwhile, Chelsea play the holders PSG, tough game. And Arsenal,
Leverkusen, tough game.
Leverkusen. How's your luck?
Do you know what I can't stand?
How's your luck? How is your luck?
No, do you know what?
Hold on, let me just finish. Sorry. If they win that tie, they'll face either Sporting or Bodo Glimt. Oh, that would be amazing. Mikel Arteta has been speaking to the media ahead of Chelsea this Sunday, and he reacted to drawing Leverkusen.
Well, we are very excited to play the next round. We have earned the right to be in a strong position, what we've done in the group stage, and that's it. And now we need to start to analyse them and find ways to be better than them to try to go through the tie.
What are you going to say?
Do you know I can't stand, right? And this is my thing, because as soon as the draw was made, I saw the WhatsApp group popping off, going, Arsenal so easy, right? This is the problem I've got, right?
You can't moan about the draw.
No, this is my point, right? So, and it's not Arsenal, it's arrogance from other fans, right? But this is the problem I have.
It's from an Arsenal fan.
This is the problem I have.
Yeah.
If I was an Arsenal fan and I said, got Leverkusen and Bodo Glimt easy, everyone else's response to that would be arrogant Arsenal. Never won the competition. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
If Arsenal come out and because all you lot got it's easy, even you just said there in the
well, see the easiest draw,
right? But if Arsenal fans came out,
you are right,
and said, we've got Leverkusen and Bodo Glimt, and it might be Spurs out, we're winning this. Every other fan base would go,
I don't
arrogant.
Know.
Yeah, they would.
I don't know.
Yeah, they would.
Maybe.
They'd go arrogant. They've never won the competition.
No, they'd say,
and they're talking like this, arrogance.
You are right. They would say that, but not because they necessarily believe it, because they need something to hit you with.
Maybe, but I think it's still going to be tough. But
we couldn't have gone any better.
Right.
It couldn't have gone any better.
That's my point. That
unbelievable
to get past Real Leverkusen, to get past Bodo Glimt, Sporting. I mean, Arsenal give Sporting an absolute hiding in the Champions League last year. And I mean hiding. So, I mean, the draw for Arsenal, you're on the right side of the draw because, boy, that other side, when I see the teams coming out,
you don't
like
need to be there.
Liverpool's over there, Real Madrid's over there, City's over there, Bayern's over there, I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And Arsenal's have got, getting a call from Bishop's Auckland. Is that Australia?
What's that? What's Bishop's Auckland?
Yeah,
from the place, Bishop. Yeah. Who's in Australia? It's New Zealand, isn't it? Auckland?
I have no idea.
Well, answer it.
Why the hell would I answer that?
And why would you mention it on air?
You know what I mean? But
can I answer it?
No, it's done.
Oh, okay.
But no, and then you've got obviously Newcastle, Barca, which would be tough. Atleti,
what?
Atleti and Tottenham. But the other side of the draw, listen, I'm not even going to sit here and just lie. The other side of the draw is horrendous. And I mean horrendous. But again, I stand by it. If Arsenal fans came out,
you're right.
Come out and said,
but they don't.
We've got Leverkusen. People go arrogance.
But they haven't said that.
No, they haven't.
But you have got the easiest tie you could. Okay, let me ask you this, right? Because you could sit here, understand me, and go lucky, but you did finish top of the league phases, 8 wins from 8.
Yep.
So you could argue if you wanted, you earned that luck, right? Is that fair or not?
I would say so because I thought Arsenal, certainly in the league campaign, were absolutely incredible. Only conceded 4 goals as well.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect qualifying goal difference of plus 19 as well. It's how someone's put Bishop's Auckland is in County Durham. So,
you went Australia and I corrected you to New Zealand and it's County Durham.
But yeah, so listen,
Auckland is in New Zealand. Anyway, yeah.
Everyone's laughing. So.
Okay, right. Well, neither of us know, so we're both wallets.
No, but again, I'm not going to lie here and sit here and go, I'm not happy about the draw because I am. It's still tough. I've been lucky enough to do the comms for Arsenal in the last 2 Champions League campaigns. I was there a couple of years ago against Bayern Munich where second leg didn't land the glove on them. Awful. Didn't didn't do anything. The second leg against PSG in Paris, to be fair to them, the first 10, 15 minutes, they had to go. Donnarumma saved everything. And then as the game progressed, they were just a better side, PSG. So hopefully this year now, for Arsenal, you get past Leverkusen, which won't be easy. Bodo Glimt, Sporting. Again.
Out of those three teams, who do you not want?
Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That artificial pitch.
Yeah, and also, it will be so embarrassing if you lose to Bodo Glimt.
Well, not really, because they beat up Man City.
Mate, if you lose in the Champions League to Bodo Glimt...
They just slapped up Inter Milan.
You're meant to have one of the best teams on the planet.
Says who?
Everyone.
We don't. We're not arrogant.
You see, the fact you've gone like that it means you are. If you lose to Bodo Glimt, that would be one of the most embarrassing ways to exit the Champions League.
Listen,
it will do.
I expect Arsenal to get through it to at least the semi-final.
Oh, you see, arrogant. There you go. There you go, everyone.
There you go, see?
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. But you understand what I mean by that?
Of course I do.
Like, if I'd have come out and said, that's it, we're getting to the semis, everyone would...
You say that. But if it was my team, I know it's not, you can picture me going, there you go, we're in the final.
No, but I can, because you've won it.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
Also, others, people would go, how are they so arrogant? Even when I hear, I think it was O'Hara, right? And talkSPORT odds, and they were going, yeah, Arsenal, we make Arsenal the favourites. He was going, how? They never won it. They never won it. Arrogance.
You never won it is totally irrelevant. It's who's got the best team today.
Exactly. So, listen, it was, this is a good draw for Arsenal. That's all I can say.
It's put more pressure on the manager, though, right?
Well, not more pressure, because...
You're fancying how to win it.
I don't know about that.
So embarrassing.
All I will say, again, I'll go back to it.
It's horrible.
The fact you're going to lose Real Madrid and Man City is unbelievable. The fact you're going to lose, do you know what, I've not even mentioned, I keep saying them three. I've got about Chelsea, PSG. So one of them's going to go.
Yeah. Is that the other side of the group?
So the other side of the group.
Who've Spurs got on your side?
So our side is Newcastle, Barca. Tough game.
That's your side?
Yeah, this is our side.
You meet Barca in the semis, right? If everything goes your way.
Yes, you got Newcastle, Barca.
Yeah.
Atletico, Tottenham.
Spurs, yeah.
Bodo Glimt, Sporting. The other side.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrific.
PSG, Chelsea. Galatasaray.
Okay, let me ask you, who wins that? PSG, Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Okay, I think PSG. Go on, next one.
So Galatasaray, Liverpool.
Yeah.
So they'll meet Chelsea.
Okay.
Real Madrid, Man City.
Flip of a coin. Actually, I think City will win that.
Me too.
Yeah, okay.
Atletico, Bayern. So it's going to be Bayern versus City.
Bayern. I was talking to a friend of ours today. He said how funny it would be if you lose to Bayern Munich in the final. And Harry Kane, 94 minutes.
I wonder who that was. No. Who do you think Hand and Heart will win it?
Oh, it's impossible. I hope Bodo Glimt.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't want any English side to win it. I don't want you. I don't want City.
Why would you want Bodo Glimt? Because you're the one that bangs that drum saying you don't want a little club to win anything.
Because if they win it, you don't get to the final.
No, so you'd like Bodo Glimt to win over Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. There you go. You don't mean that. You'd rather,
yeah, no, I do. I haven't got a dog in the fight.
So you'd rather Real Madrid, though, wouldn't you? On the roll of honour, who would you rather
on the roll of honour?
Champions League winner, Bodo Glimt.
Are you're definitely not winning it?
No.
If I could choose anyone?
Yeah.
Real or Barca, yeah. I'd quite like to see their name on the trophy.
If Arsenal can't win it, I want Bodo Glimt to win it.
But you will win it, won't you? A quick word about the Premier League. I mean, you got Chelsea at the weekend. They've dropped points against Leeds and Burnley in their last two games. I think this will be a fascinating game. It's at your gap as well, right?
Yeah.
How do you see that one going? Big test. So you went Man City play before you, right?
Yeah, Leeds.
So the gap will be Leeds is 5:30.
5:30 Saturday, yeah, at Leeds.
So you will know if the gap is 2 points.
Yeah.
When you take to the field.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pressure. A huge game.
Yeah, it's a massive game. Arsenal at home. I thought Chelsea with 10 men at Stamford Bridge were brilliant. I think Reece James was playing centre midfield. Wow, what a performance that was. But Arsenal just got to keep believing. That Spurs result will give them a lot of confidence, although Spurs are in a bad way. But yeah, as long as they win, I don't care about the level of performance. Just win the game.
Oh, okay. Do you think they will?
2-1.
Arrogance.
See?
So arrogant.
2-1.
Listen, we'll take calls from Arsenal fans. Have you earned your luck in the Champions League draw? Is it yours to lose? How confident are you? Etc. You can phone up. You can be arrogant. We don't care. We're just having a bit of fun today. 03717 223344. Dial that number. You'll be next live on Drive on talkSPORT.
So arrogant now.
Declan Rice made a mistake, but Declan shows you how good he is. He didn't let it bother him. He was brilliant the rest of the game, and everybody makes mistakes. He put his hand up straight away. No, he's made a mistake, but after that, he was superb, absolutely superb, like he's been all season, by the way. And then the big plus point for the game was Gyökeres. It's got to be, because I thought without his goals, he played quite well because he was always involved. He was making better runs. He was getting to more dangerous areas, but he took his goals very well. His first goal, if you look at his first goal, Al, it's a great first touch. You know, it's all about first touch in football. He gets out of his feet, and it's like it's the same motion as he touched. He's run onto it and he pinged it, and the keeper's had no chance. And the last goal was very, very similar. I'm not going to compare him with Thierry Henry, but the way he played on the right back shoulder, and it was a really good pass through to him. He was strong.
Driver talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside Still to come. We'll be talking about all the weekend's football in ready, steady. Quick, me and Bentley were just talking about what we're going to spend our £140 million on. Too much, isn't it? We both said we'd both come back to work. Otherwise we'd go bananas, wouldn't we? We'd go nuts. It's nice that we do that. How much would I get if you win 140?
Why'd you always ask me that question?
I'll give
that bottle an 18.
It'll still be half empty. There you go. Half empty, half full. We'll take your calls on all things Arsenal. Have they earned the right to be lucky in their Champions League draw? Tom is an Arsenal fan. Thomas?
Hello there.
How are you, my friend?
All good, thanks yourself.
Good, man. Very well. Can I say, apparently I've just been told there was something wrong with our switchboard. So Arsenal fans, if you want to call in now, you'll be after Thomas. You'll be the next call. So if you want to talk about Arsenal and whether or not you've been lucky, if you call now, you'll be the next caller. 03717 22 334. Right, off you go, Tom. How are you?
I'm all good. Benty, legend.
Top man, you right?
Yeah, all good, mate, all good. I was just going to phone up and say, I reckon we are lucky on the draw that we've got. We deserve it.
Why do you deserve it?
Going the whole way through the Champions League stage so far.
Yeah.
Unbeaten.
Yeah.
Why do we not deserve it?
Yeah, no, I can't argue with that. I think there was a problem with the competition last year where Liverpool finished top and they drew, was it PSG? Who were like 24th. Yeah. That was a huge problem with the competition back then. And so I genuinely think if you finish in the top 8, you should be rewarded. I know you are with home tie always second, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you need a little bit of luck to win a competition. Are you going to have enough to win this one?
I can't see why not.
Well, there's big teams.
I can't see why not. We've got a great squad.
See, arrogant. See?
Honestly.
Arrogant caller.
No, not arrogant. No. It's not arrogant. It's just you've got to look at it. I think we're sitting comfortably. I think we've got a good squad. Why can't we use the second team to play out for the FA Cup and then go for the two big ones?
Yeah, so listen, it's a really good point, right? In terms of the FA Cup, because if Arsenal's still going well in the Champions League, and I know they're in the FA Cup doing well, got Mansfield next weekend, I believe.
Again, right? Mansfield, Wigan, Portsmouth, FA Cup.
What?
Portsmouth are lucky. Portsmouth.
How's it lucky?
Portsmouth had like 10 injuries. That's a good tie every round.
Yeah, if we start to look back for the course of history and people's runs and stuff.
Just saying, I've got your League Cup here. Port Vale, Brighton, Palace, Chelsea.
What? So 2 Premier League sides?
No, 3.
Well, there you go. Hard is it? Honestly.
Portsmouth, Wigan, Mansfield. It's Bit lucky, that, isn't it?
Do you know what?
What?
I hate you. But do you know what my point is, right? I'm going to go through Liverpool's. So Liverpool played in the FA Cup. Okay, bad start because they got Brighton. So, but they've also played Barnsley, right? So they've had a couple. Do you know what I mean? Couple of. Okay, no, don't worry about it. But I just
Don't
think.
go to the phone lines.
Yeah, please.
Okay, Mark is a gooner. Hello, Mark.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you today?
Yeah, good, thanks. Great show as always.
Thank you, man. Very kind. What would you like to say?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a sort of a glass half empty Arsenal fan, unfortunately. I think we've just had more disappointment than we have success in the past few years. And I make Bayern the favourites. I saw a stat not long ago that Kane, Elise and Diaz are something like 10 goals off Suarez, Neymar and Messi's record of 122 goal contributions in a season, and it's only February. That's frightening. Yes, all right, we beat them pretty well when we played them in the group stages, but that was at a time when we were absolutely flying, and I just think at the minute we are wobbling. And I think.
You think you're wobbling at the moment?
Well, yeah, we've had Wolves, pretty poor result, and then all right, we bounced back against Spurs, but really, it was a good performance. But do I think it's a sort of a side that's going to be winning Premier League and Champions League and another? I just can't really see it. I think we've got at least one, maybe two trophies, but I just think that these other teams, they turn it on at the times when it matters, and I'm not sure if we've got that in us.
Do you know, I'd like to think they have, and the reason why I'd like to think.
Cool, thanks for that.
Or more hope than anything is that up until last year, PSG hadn't won it, and they've had some unbelievable teams. I know that at times the team was maybe a little bit imbalanced when you had the likes of Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar, effectively three great players out of the games because none of them threw a running back. But they are three great players. But as you said there, last year was a prime example of this new phase Champions League, right? Because I know Liverpool ended up drawing PSG at some point, right? But PSG's group campaign, the league's phase, was awful. They came to Arsenal and I thought, this team can't win anything. Terrible. But Luis Enrique got them playing, and by the time they got to Liverpool, they were like, oh my goodness, this team's unbelievable. So I do think that the top teams, yes, I think they look at the league campaign as, yeah, just all we've got to do is finish in the top 16. We'll get there. And then I think now is the time where you're going to start to see like the better teams, the best teams, start to put it all together. Do you know what I mean? Like we beat Bayern in the league phase. I expect Bayern to be better because that day they're three up top that day. But no, their three behind Kane was Carl, good young kid, good player, Elise, Gnabry behind Kane. No Diaz. Do you know what I mean? So, and he's a big player for them.
Huge.
So
okay, Steve-O's an Arsenal fan. Steve-O. Steve.
Hi.
Hello, Steve.
Andy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Are we on speakerphone?
Not now.
We're not now.
No.
Okay, that's bad. How are you?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. What would you like to say, Steve?
Just following up on your Arsenal lucky, and I'm not being biased because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I don't think we are really because we're their performance really. We finished first, so you could argue that's luck, but then you've got to win 8 games and go through the league phase sort of unbeaten, which we did. So yeah, I think we're in a good place. Obviously.
Do you think it's been a lucky draw for you?
You got the luck, really. I mean, I think finished first.
Sorry, Steve. The draw is favourable. What I will say, but what's more favourable is the side of the draw they're on.
Yeah,
that's the one because. Again, I'm still looking at that side thinking, oh my goodness, like it's...
Yeah, it'd be so funny if you lose to Bodo Glimt. Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to all the weekend's football in Ready, Steady, Quick. Will Bentley be getting his hair cut next week? First, it's time for No Googling.
I'm going to get cut anyway.
We hope not. You can't, mate. You can't. We want to know which two players share the record for missing the most penalties in the Champions League. Oh, what an unbelievable answer that is. Which two players share the record for missing the most pens in Champions League history? The answer to that and loads more coming up live on talkSPORT in seconds. Stay there, stay.
And let's talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Has Igor Tudor already bitten off more than he can chew? Is it strange to hear a Tottenham manager speaking about a small club mentality? This is him talking about the scale of the task ahead.
Very tough, but this is what I said before. I don't change my opinion. It is how is it. So daily work, focus, raise in all things we need to do. Physical condition, mental confidence, performance, and waiting the players to come back.
Is this the biggest job in terms of, we will call it firefighting, you've had?
Probably if I recognize the difficulties they are, probably yes. Probably yes.
You're still
but
confident?
It's even bigger challenge, even a bigger motivation to do this, and we will do it. We do it, but I agree with you. Even not looking to the style now in this moment. So style need to be in a second moment, this because now it's a question of life and death. It's really the question that every game need to be prepared in that way. How we gonna take these points? One way, other way. In Italy they use the terms, like have a mentality of a small team. We use it in Italy that kind. So that's the key always. With the handles, with the willing, with the wish to have always motivation, like you play against bigger teams. So that's the start, of course, and then we work.
Every spring, sports fans in Europe come together to celebrate arguably rugby's biggest annual tournament, the Six Nations. But why is it the home nations, plus France and Italy, and no one else? It all started back in 1871 when Scotland beat England in the very first international rugby match. A few years later, when they could field a team, Wales decided they'd host England and an idea was thought up. With Ireland keen, they formed the Home International Championship, which ran from 1883. In 1910, France was allowed to join, as they were developing into a serious rugby nation, and thus the Five Nations was born. France had an interesting history with the championship. They were actually booted out for paying their players in 1931 when the home nations were keen to keep it amateur. After World War II, though, France were let back in, but it remained a closed shop for more than 50 years. And when another country was let in, it was only really because the Five Nations hand had been forced. Italy was developing into a serious contender, beating Scotland, France and Ireland twice in the same year, meaning in 1999 officials got together and said yes to Italy and it became the Six Nations. So what changes, if any, come next? 7 nations? 8? A promotion and relegation system? Or should we leave it alone and let it remain the great rugby tradition it's become?
tune. Tune and a half, Brian. Good work. Get down on it.
Come on now. Baby.
Yeah, good tune. Should we go for the answer for no Googling? 2 players share the record for missing the most pens in Champions League history.
Got a silly clue for me?
Name 2 great players.
Messi.
1.
Ronaldo.
No. Oh, he's the greatest ever Premier League player. Shut up.
Thierry.
5 pens each. Weren't that good, was he? Still coming up.
Was Messi that good? And he missed 5?
Yeah, Messi was that good, yeah. Before we talk to Crookie, what did you get up and watch this morning at 5 a.m?
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
What a film.
Did you wake up naturally?
Yeah, I woke up, was like, tried to get back to sleep, couldn't, just put the TV on. Bit of Bloodsport, great film.
That's so weird, that is.
It's a classic, though.
That.
Did you watch that?
Bloodsport is what, Van Damme?
Yeah. I've got this real Van Damme thing at the minute.
Go on.
I watch Hard Target. I watched Lionheart the other day.
What's Lionheart about?
That way he's
on the run. And he has a karate competition.
He escapes from the Foreign Legion, I think it is.
Right.
And then he ends up fighting in like the car parks and street, earning money. Then he obviously gets the big fight at the end.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
What's Bloodsport about? Is that ice hockey?
No, that's about kung fu fighting in like a competition.
Does he leave somewhere he shouldn't? It's exactly the same.
Yeah, he does. He does leave somewhere he shouldn't. Great. Kickboxing is unbelievable.
What's that about?
Fighting.
Right.
His brother gets paralysed.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he fights the main guy, Tung Po. What a film, Kickboxer.
Why does his brother get paralysed? Because he's fighting in a comp and he gets hurt.
He fights at Tung Po. And
who does?
The brother.
Right.
And
what? Sorry, in a competition?
No, it's a fight. He goes over to
Tung Po's
Bangkok,
house. Right.
And fights him and then gets paralysed and then Van Damme trains himself up and then he fights him and wins.
And he beats him?
Yeah.
Right, what happens to Tung Po?
He beats him up, man. Van Damme beats him up, man.
All right.
Great film, then. You need to get involved in it. Double Impact, another one.
Double Impact? What's that about? I've got that DVD, but that's something completely different. Right, time now for this.
By the way, do you two like haddock? Dinner, either swordfish and salad or steak and calamari. I actually had an ice cream outside the Trevi Fountain in Rome. I did have a burger today. You do tend to let it slip on a Sunday.
Cooking it up today is Alex.
Yeah, time for it. Ready, steady, Crook. Where talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook looks ahead to some of the biggest games in the Premier League. He probably knows nothing about tongue pole, but knows a lot about tongue sandwiches. I meant the edible kind, not the...
That is disgusting.
Crookie joins us. Crookie, you right?
Yeah, I'm good. How are we doing?
If you don't mind me saying, you look slightly unkept again.
Unkept? Thank you very much.
Well, do you know what I mean? Sometimes I see you look quite smart, but it looks like you've just got off a squash court and you haven't had time to do your hair or have a little beard trim.
Squash court?
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rush tonight. I'm at the golf club, actually. I'm just about to go and hit the driving range, and the kids are out having lessons at the moment.
It's honestly hard life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you play off at the moment, Crookie?
Still 28. Trying to bring it down.
Is that good?
No, that's banditry, that is. That's absolute ban. I'd have to give him shots. Go figure that one. Right, we've got lots to talk to you about, Crookie. We'll start with Leeds against Man City tomorrow evening. City go into the game 5 points behind Arsenal, of course, with the game in hand. Meanwhile, Leeds are 6 points clear of the relegation zone. Crookie, what you got for us?
Yeah, this feels, again, like a significant game in the title race. Pep Guardiola, Manchester City manager, he's been speaking to the media today, and like a lot of us, I think he's expecting a tough test at Ellen Road.
Ellen Road is Ellen Road, and Daniel made the last results, going Stamford Bridge or Villa Park and got results, and they have even the plus that his own crowd, but yeah, we are ready to do this challenge again.
There you go, Pep Guardiola looking ahead to Manchester City's trip to Leeds. It was in the reverse fixture, actually, that Daniel Farke changed formation. I think at half-time he went to a back three, which has served Leeds pretty well, and their record in evening games under the lights is incredible. So I think this is going to be a big test for City.
Yeah, it'd be tough. And to be fair to Leeds, they actually, bar the Arsenal result where they got beat 4-0, they've been in pretty decent form. I know they've not won many, but they've drawn. They're hard to play against. Good point against Chelsea as well. So, and you're right, Cookie. Ellen Road under the lights. I think it's the last 24 games or something. They've not been beaten. So something crazy like that. But no, I think it's going to be a really, really good game. I don't think it's as easy as people are making it out to be. For Man City, that is.
And I think they have to win, don't they? Because that result for Arsenal in the North London derby, yes, Tottenham were poor, but we were all wondering, is there going to be another slip up? They dropped points at Wolves. They answered their critics emphatically. So I think Manchester City have got to be pretty much foot perfect between now and the end of the season.
Cookie, I distinctly remember when Spurs were going for the title, when Leicester eventually won it, that Spurs were towards the back end of that campaign playing catch-up. They were always playing on the Monday after Leicester played on the Saturday or the Sunday. Do you think it's an advantage or disadvantage to play second? The reason I ask that is because it is a tough tie for Man City, and if Man City gets something out of it, the pressure on Arsenal when they kick off against Chelsea at the weekend is so much less. I know there's the flip side to that if Man City win their game first, but I just wonder, like, if you are trying to win the Premier League title, would you rather go first or second? What's your take on that?
I think you'd rather go first, get the points on the board, and then hopefully sit back and watch your rivals slip up. And I haven't got the full fixture list in front of me, but I think there's many more weeks between now and the end of the season when Arsenal are going to have to follow City. So psychologically, Pep Guardiola will be telling his team, I think, to make the most of that.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on because we've got lots to talk about. A fascinating game to start our discussion. 5:30, Leeds take on Man City. Cookie, what will the score be?
I'm going to go 2-1 to Manchester City.
Okay, DB?
Same, agreed.
Yeah, I see a away win there. Okay. Sunday, what game? This is Fulham against Spurs. Spurs yet to win a league game this year. Meanwhile, Fulham beat Sunderland last weekend. They're 10th, right in the middle of the Premier League. What have you got on this one?
Well, it was a baptism of fire, wasn't it, for the interim manager, Igor Tudor, in that North London derby. He was put up before the media yesterday, and he was asked if this is as tough a job as he's ever taken on.
Yeah, very tough, but this is what I said before. I don't change my opinion. It is how it. So daily work, focus, raise in all things we need to do. Physical condition, mental confidence, performance, and waiting the players to come back. So we need to be focused on us, what we can do, less thinking about others. That's always good.
Very honest appraisal, I think, from Igor Tudor, exactly what he's taken on at Tottenham. His record in terms of winning his first game at all his previous clubs was exceptional until last weekend. And yes, in the first half, there was a lot more effort and endeavour from Spurs, but Arsenal were always the better team and obviously have won comfortably in the end. And this is a tough game. Fulham, on the back of victory at Sunderland last time out, they themselves are targeting a European place. I'd be surprised if Spurs win this.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And certainly when you look at recent times, I mean, the last 6, Spurs have only won once and Fulham have won 4 times with one draw in there. I think Spurs will get something from it. I don't know why my head's telling me that, but I think they will. But it's a massive game because I watched Fulham last week against Sunderland away from home and I thought they were excellent. I thought they were outstanding, caused a lot of problems. But my only thing for Spurs, at least they've got a couple of players coming back. I think Kevin Danto's coming back. I think Pedro Porro. Now, yes, they're defenders, but I think they will make a difference. So I think Spurs can get something from this game.
I personally think this game will define Tottenham's season. If the players look up for it and they give it more than we've seen for a long, long time, I think Spurs will easily stay up. But if it's the same old Spurs with a brand new manager, I think they might be doomed. I do see Fulham getting all 3 points here. How do you see it going, Quickie?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 again, but this time I'm going to go with a home side.
Wow, okay. DB, your old side?
I'm going to say 1-1. Well, they're both my old sides.
Okay.
1-1.
That's bad for Tottenham, 1-1, right?
Yeah, at this stage, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
It depends because West Ham go to Liverpool, so...
It depends how, I suppose at this stage of the season, it's how your closest rivals get on. 2 p.m. on Sunday sees Man United take on Crystal Palace. United unbeaten, of course, under Carrick, winning Everton on Monday night. Meanwhile, Palace made it through to the last 16 of the Conference League. That was last night. Cookie, what you got for us?
Yeah, it was a hard-fought victory, wasn't it, live on talkSPORT on Monday, but a victory nonetheless in a game that I think United probably would have lost under the old regime. Michael Carrick in upbeat mood ahead of this game at the weekend, and he's made it crystal clear that his aim is to get back in the Champions League.
I don't think we can assume and just take things for granted just because the past is the past. That takes care of what should happen here and now or next season. I think it's you've got to kind of earn that. You've got to show you're good enough, and I think that's why when you have time of success or you achieve success, it's warranted, and to show how tough it actually is to get it. So, to be honest, at the moment, it's a really laser focused on kind of what's ahead for us.
How relaxed, if you're watching on YouTube, did Michael Carrick look there? And why not? What a start he's had to his Manchester United tenure. And I was at Selhurst Park last night. Palace got the job done just about against a really average side. this might come back to bite me, but I feel like this is a great time to be playing Crystal Palace.
Do you know what? And I was thinking the exact same thing, Crookie. He just looks relaxed, doesn't he? No pressure. I mean, it helps when you beat City, Arsenal in your first couple of games. There's even been times where Man United haven't played well and they've still got results. But he just looks like But I understand he knows the club. He was there a long time. He was captain of the club. He just looks like he's in his element.
I think the draw against West Ham, last couple of minutes from Šeško, that wonderful shot was fantastic.
What a finish.
Great finish. He looks okay, yeah. Bent and Benty, me and a caller have got a bet on whether or not he gets a haircut. You know that, Cookie, don't you?
To be fair, I think I need the haircut, but yes, I am aware that he's not getting his haircut until United lose?
Lose, yeah. So will he be getting his haircut on Monday?
No chance.
No.
Listen, again, I'm putting myself up for a fall. Not only do I think United will win, I think they'll win with a little bit in hand here.
Go on,
arrogant.
What the score be, Cookie?
I've gone 3-0.
Okay.
Jeez, honestly.
That is a little bit arrogant. I'm going 4-0.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we'll smash them to pieces.
I think 3-1.
3-1 to who? Sunday, 2 p.m. We'll stay with Sunday. Sees Brighton against Nottingham Forest. We're up against it a bit, so I'll jump straight into the obvious question. Who have you been chatting to ahead of this one, Crookie?
Yeah, none other than the Brighton manager, the birthday boy himself this week, Fabian Hürzeler. I think he's about 28 now. I spoke to him after that win against Brentford, and he was full of praise for his Seagulls.
Players who were reliable, players who give everything for the club, players who stick together, players who showed exactly the things we changed during the week and showed a great effort, faced adversity, overcome adversity, and I think that's exactly for what this team is standing for. We had a tough period, but we know to any place we can go and we can win this game if we keep doing the right things.
That's Fabian Hürzeler speaking after Brighton's victory against Brentford. I was just looking at the league table, and it tells you how tight this Premier League is. They've been in no form at all, Brighton, before that game, but all of a sudden they're looking up towards the top 8. They're only 4 points off a potential European place.
Okay, Bentley, do you want to add something to that, or do you want me to jump straight in?
Yeah, it was good to see Brighton back to winning ways. The last Premier League win before that was January the 3rd, and that was against Burnley, so
yeah,
a lot of points left on the table.
Big game for Forest, only a couple of points off relegation spots. How do you see it going, Cookie?
I think Brighton will win. I think that could be a real turning point for them last weekend. The Amex historically is a tough place to go. I'm going to go 2-0 Brighton. Okay. I think they'll get a clean sheet.
You want to do an advert for Amex?
Not this week.
No, okay. How do you see it going, DB?
I see a draw.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah, Vitor Pereira. Right. He's got something there, so I'm going to go 1-1 draw.
Okay. Quickie, thanks for coming on our show. Where are you off to tonight? You going to the pub?
You said it's golf.
I know, that's where he's now. He might be going out to the pub. I bet he's going to the pub. Quickie, where are you going?
I'm going to take Mrs. Crook for a drink later.
Where?
To the pub.
To the pub. Okay. Well, enjoy your pub trip. Enjoy your weekend. What games are you working on this weekend, Cookie?
So I've got a championship game tomorrow, Pompey against Hull, live on talkSPORT 2. And
why
then
is that? Hold on.
On Sunday.
Why are you drawing the short straw there? What's that about?
Well, my Premier League game got moved. So, I love the EFL.
Yeah, so you got dropped, effectively, yeah?
And then I'm at Arsenal on Sunday. Hoping for a surprise result, but I'm not expecting one.
Careful, we don't mind Keown after you.
Well, listen, if I want to get to the next level, I can't be making jokes like that.
I don't think you can. You're already on the top table. Crookie, what superstar you are? Enjoy the rest of the golf. Enjoy the drink with Mrs. Crook, and have a great weekend.
You too. Cheers, boys.
Thanks
have a good one.
I do like a big tasty.
I love a big tasty as well, Crookie. When we come back, we will have the best bits of talkSPORT in an item that we've decided to call. Hold on, where is it? Oh yeah, the best of talkSPORT. Benty just brought in a packet of disco salt vinegar, which I smashed down in that ad break. We've talked about Chris before. We won't go there necessarily. Unbelievable packet of Chris.
I think they could be their top 3 for definite. They could be Mount Rushmore, them.
Oh yeah, 100% Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
yeah.
unbelievable, them.
The problem with that, and like all things now, I was going to say Chris, but all like Twix, Snickers, crisps, everything's smaller now.
No, but usually there's I grab these but usually there's a bigger bag than this.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
What does it say? What's that? It's 55. Oh, 55p for that.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I don't think that was that bad. But it says underneath RRP.
Yeah.
What's that?
Retail price.
Okay, 55p.
Yeah. What do you think it was like? They're going to die. Rest in peace.
Nah. There's a couple of items in the shop I bought it from.
Yeah.
Well, I'm obviously not going to name what the shop is.
Yeah.
It says like, it says on the can, not for single sale.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you sending single Cokes then?
Were they doing that?
Yeah, I never tell you it is.
You can't do that.
I'd never ever say where it's from, but that I don't mind
What,
that.
an actual shop?
Yes.
Around here?
Not for. Oh, I'm telling you, not for individuals.
So you can tell me where is it? Is it downstairs or across the road?
No, it's not around here.
So it is.
It's the shop I go to. How can you sell them?
Oh.
Not for individual sale.
You know what that means, right?
What?
Tune that, isn't it? 2.5. Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside Stuart Campbell. We'll be asking whether it's time for Rio Ngamoa to start at Liverpool. Lots of Liverpool fans on social media saying, get Ngamoa on the pitch. Be interesting, wouldn't it? He's that left, right, but you can play him on the... You can play Salah, didn't he?
He had a big impact coming from the right, didn't he?
Just quickly, Norwich striker Josh Sargent, he's completed a move to Toronto FC in a deal worth more than £20 million.
Why he left, didn't he? Josh Sargent went to Toronto. Fair play.
Stephen Bunting won night 4 of the Premier League in Belfast.
Smashed up Humphreys.
Oh, yeah, what's happening to my boy as well?
Both of them.
I don't think my boys won. Has he won one game or no games?
No.
Not good.
No, them boys, Humphreys and Littler, they'll say them when they need to.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Now, how does a VIP private suite for you and 11 mates for a day at the cricket sound this summer? Well, thanks to Pitch Experiences, we are sending you to their Super Box at the Oval for England against Sri Lanka and ODI in total luxury. We're taking fine dining. We're talking fine dining. Your own personal mixologist. What's that? Someone that does your cocktail, your own personal cocktail maker. That is unbelievable. Private balcony and a Q&A with a cricket legend or legends while you watch the action. What a great prize that is. It's the ultimate summer day out. For your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338. A text will cost £2.50 plus standard network rate, or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines closed for this one on March the 6th this year at 4 p.m. 18 plus UK residents only. It's a TalkSPORT promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. So for your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338. Now, hit the other button, Ryan. That's the one. Yeah, time for the best of TalkSPORT and friends. You know it by now. Let's kick things off with last night's sports bar. Cundy lost his rag after hearing a load of guff from an Arsenal fan.
we're bringing to you something called a quadruple, something that the Premier League has never seen.
What have we never seen? Come on, here we go. This is why. You are exactly the caller I wanted to show off how unbearable Gooners can be. Keep going.
No, because you know what? I've seen a lot of people that don't want to emphasise their confidence and share their confidence with others. You've got to be honest. Arsenal right now are the best team in the world.
Do you understand? Who wrote this? It says here, do you understand why we all hate you? So I don't hate anyone, but do you understand why you get bad press?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm taking it personally because I Bill writ that. So I'm not quite...
That's Billy's writing, is it?
Yeah, I'm taking it personally.
Chelsea fan, remember that. What's the most amount of guff you've heard on this station?
What the amount of guff I've heard on this station? Don't know, really. I don't really think I've heard too much guff.
Have you not been listening to Max Rushton this week?
No. I think...
Oh, okay. What's your favourite joke?
My favourite joke...
We're off air at 7, by the way.
There was one time... I can't...
Oh, go on.
No. I can't finish that joke.
Can you give us the punchline of that joke?
No.
No, I'm allowed punchlines.
No.
Am I allowed to... I can surely give a punchline.
I'm about... No.
Yeah. And... Can I give a punchline? No, I've done that one, but I've got other punchlines. A real... And she said, well, it looked like a sausage.
Hey.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. The boys are back on Sports Bar Monday. If you want a bit of Cundy, you can download 21 Minutes to Go. Brand new episode has dropped today, if today was yesterday.
Any good?
Yeah, 21 Minutes to Go. Unbelievable podcast.
Staying with the Sports Bar, here's Cundy with another story about how he lost his head with former teammate Mauricio Tirico.
I might give the ball away. Tirico turns round to me and he says to me, he pulls his shirt, he says, Jason, we play in blue. I'm absolutely fuming. So I'm thinking, right, and this was just for half time, so I'm thinking, right, I ain't having that. Not having that, right?
Yeah.
So I was first down the tunnel and I'm waiting for him.
Are you?
I'm waiting for him, yeah. I grabbed him by the throat.
Did you?
Yeah. I got him up on the wall. I said, don't you? I mean, literally, it was like you know when a team can't get out? There's nothing you can do. There's whatever you do.
You can keep the ball. Have a bit of composure, Cundy.
Just a mad one. Is that obviously Tirico, Ipswich?
Yeah.
He was a madman. Tirico, I saw on the pitch, he was a madman.
Played for Spurs, right?
Yeah. Well, obviously, that's what Cundy's on.
Cundy played at Ipswich as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mate, so it might have been Ipswich Blue.
There you go, see? No, you football.
Yeah, well played, mate. Did you ever see Cundy lose his rag?
One time, yeah. I can't really talk. Yeah, it was for me.
You know what? It doesn't surprise me.
I pushed him a little bit too far. I was in a pre-record, and he smashed the microphone and walked out.
See? I've been close to that a couple of times as well. But it won't be the microphone. I'll tell you that.
Oh, violence.
Have you ever...
Oh, you're hard.
Have you ever...
What?
All right. Note that down.
Go on.
Have you ever had a heated moment with a work colleague? Yeah, Cundy, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. No, I'm a nice guy, fair.
You're not.
I'm a lovable rogue.
I remember you having a little...
here we go.
You had a little to-do, didn't you?
No.
Toby Gillis.
Ooh. No.
You're hard.
Yeah, hey,
No.
didn't he? Remember?
No, I didn't. Hold on. Toby and I are good friends now. But
Yeah,
at the
now-
time,
yeah, now you were.
I never had. There was no verbals. There was never verbals.
No, I heard it. So he was talking.
Oh, was there? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. But we're friends now. I made it up.
Yeah, which rightly so.
Yeah.
You were in the wrong there for that. What?
All right, there's backup for you, everyone.
Would Cundy beat up Kieran in a fight?
Oh, well, Cundy beat up Keown?
I think Kit Martin's a nutcase.
I think his bark's worse than his bite, Martin.
Yeah.
Gives it all that.
All right. O'Hara and Cundy are back tomorrow evening for the game day phone-in.
Let's finish with a classic drive clip from our station, talkSPORT Gold. They are replaying an old drive phone-in about your strangest food habits. Have a listen.
Salt vinegar McCoys. It's got to be salt vinegar McCoys, Andy. And I used to eat a marathon or a Snickers at the same time as my salt vinegar McCoys. And then one day I'm at a marathon in the microwave and sort of scraped onto my McCoys like a kind of nachos set up. And it was outside, and it was all over my face and all that, and I just get carried away. So then on in, I've just realised that salt vinegar McCoys go with chocolate.
I didn't hear any of that. Sorry.
I think that was Sports Bar. I don't think that was Drive. I think that was Sports Bar. What's your favourite... Oh, Bennett was in it. Okay, what's Drive? What's your favourite weird food combo?
I love salt and vinegar over my kebab when I used to eat them.
That's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Yeah. Chili sauce, vinegar, salt.
Okay, you like a lot of chili sauce, do you?
Yeah.
What's the best Dorito flavour?
Chili hot. chili hot. Is it chili hot? Yeah.
Top 3 chocolate bars.
Snickers.
What, 1?
No, you said just top 3.
I know, but I thought you put them in order.
All right, 3 chocolate bars would be Snickers is probably for me number 1.
Yeah. Twix. Whole nut. You got to stick a whole nut in there, mate.
Yeah, whole nut would be probably 3.
Yeah.
2.
Dairy Milk.
Rogue. Topic.
No.
Topic is unbelievable.
I won't go near that.
Where's my favourite?
Okay, go on, you're wrong. Me and Bentley back on Drive all next week and forever. You can find talkSPORT Gold on the talkSPORT app. It is a real thing. Meanwhile, you can find 21 minutes to go the podcast wherever you get your podcast from. New episodes drop every Monday and Thursday. And if you download yesterday's or Monday's today, if you download that, you get 23% better looking. That's a fact. When we come back, we'll be doing all the stuff in the last hour that we didn't have time for in the first 2.
I really don't understand why a manager has to have previous experience in the environment that he's going into. You all appeal for the best in class. How did that work at Manchester United with Van Gaal, Mourinho and Rangnick, says Paul. Morning, guys.
Well, 2 of them won trophies.
Southgate could only handle the British players. Foreign players wouldn't have the same respect for him. They wouldn't be enticed to play for Manchester United. He wouldn't have the pulling power. He'll be a failure to be at Manchester United. Abby is a Manchester United fan in Glasgow. Matthew says, a great show again. For me, Southgate is the next Crystal Palace manager, potentially European football again next year, has potential to do similar to what Emery has done at Villa and take them into top 4 contention. Supportive chairman and his former club, says Matt in Glasgow.
That's the level. That is the level. And that's not disrespectful. I think it'd be a good fit.
He's had a good old freak out.
Count to 10 addicts.
Yeah. He's not a happy boy there. It's because you asked him.
No, I'm not happy boy because you didn't want to have the same debate we've had over and over again, and then you had the same debate we've had over and over again. I tried to.
You two did. I told you not to do that, but you did it anyway.
But as well, on a serious note, though, how much does Gareth Southgate want to manage?
Well, that's one of the key questions, actually.
Then, like.
Because I've always had the impression that he doesn't want to go back into it unless it's a job that he cannot turn down.
Yes.
Because the pressure was so high on him. And I remember speaking to him after he'd resigned from England and he was over in the on a holiday, chilling out, and he was like, I've got absolutely no desire to come back. No desire. I just need the time off.
I can imagine it's a lot of pressure.
All that pressure. It's all the pressure, all the attention. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. Your whole life is completely ensconced in analysing players and thousands of them.
Manchester City will be looking for revenge after being handed Real Madrid in the Champions
League. The best teams in all history in this competition. You learn and improve, and you are better in the future.
Chelsea will be hoping to repeat the outcome of the Club World Cup final. They've got PSG, and Liam Rossini is excited about facing the champions of Europe.
Fantastic team, obviously have experience of playing against them in France. They're a team that I've always admired. I think Lewis done an incredible job there. These are the games you live for. These are the games that you come into football for, and it's going to be a great tie between 2 fantastic teams.
Spurs and Arsenal could face each other in the semi-finals. Tottenham have got to get past Atletico Madrid while the Gunners play Bayer Leverkusen. Gabriel Bundahor reckons Arsenal have got a pretty easy run.
If you beat them, you get Sporting or Bodo Glimt. Then, if you beat them, you get Barca or Newcastle, Spurs, Atletico. No offence, but any of those 4 teams, I think Arsenal beat over 2 legs. So you'd put money on Arsenal definitely getting to the final.
Liverpool have Galatasaray while Newcastle take on Barcelona. In the Europa League, Aston Villa will face Lille in the last 16 with Nottingham Forest during Midtjylland. Tonight, though, Premier League action returns. Wolves welcome Aston Villa to Molineux. So is this going to be a walk in the park for Villa, Stuart Pearce?
No, I don't think it will. I was at the Arsenal game, and what they're doing, where they are in the league at the moment with the new manager situation, they're trying to build for next year.
That one's live on talkSPORT this evening, and it's considered the biggest shake-up to elite club rugby in England for almost 40 years. The RFU Council has voted to scrap traditional promotion and relegation in the Gallagher Prem. They're replacing it with a franchise league, which looks to expand to a 20-team league by 2040. There's more on all of this at talksport.com.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive and talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein, MBE, and just plain old Darren Bent.
Round holes in square pegs.
That's a fella, yeah. You right, D?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm actually all right, you know.
You look good today. You look well. You look handsome.
Yeah, and I'm
When was the last time someone told you look handsome?
This morning.
Who's that?
Can't tell you, mate.
Why can't you tell me?
Because, you know what I mean, it's just one of them things, isn't it?
Why?
I was walking through David Lloyd about 7:30 this morning.
Yeah? And who said that?
No, you look handsome.
No one said that.
How do you know?
Because you're smiling. And when you smile, I know you're lying. Still to come, Bentley's going to be looking ahead to a big old weekend in his EFL Corner. But now there's a big old game in the Premier League tonight. And, of course, it's a game you can hear live right here on talkSPORT.
Back in from Krejci, and it's 1-1. They deserve it. Wolves level at Old Trafford.
We're all fighting for something now. Fighting for our careers, fighting for the football club, and it's important that we show up.
And driven in! Off the post and in! Would you believe it? The youngster in Dozy! Now Rodgers in the area, low shot into the net. 2-0 to Aston Villa.
It's really, really vital that Aston Villa are playing Champions League football next season. Really big game tonight.
And it's turned in, and that is the equaliser late on, and it's been slammed in by Tammy Abraham.
Each day is something we must enjoy, focusing on the next match. We are going to fight day by day. Very excited moment. Everything can happen, but exciting moment.
Yeah, we'll take on Aston Villa in the Premier League tonight with the home side still in need of points if they want to avoid being the worst Premier League side of all time. A win for Villa tonight will move them to within 2 points of Man City in second. That's nuts. It's an 8 p.m. kickoff, and you can, of course, hear it live right here on talkSPORT. Now, another big game this weekend sees Liverpool take on West Ham. That's tomorrow afternoon. West Ham are 2 points from safety. Liverpool, they sit sixth. Their boss, Arne Slot, has been speaking ahead of the game, and he was asked whether 17-year-old Rio Ngamoa could be getting some more game time in the near future.
It's another example of a player that developed in the last 6, 7 or 8 months towards a player that people want to see more and more. And the same goes for me because I play him more and more recently. And that's all due to the fact that he does well when he comes in. And of course, the highlight was completely on his great 1v1 action. And it should be because I've sat here many times telling how difficult it is to beat 1-on-1 and how important that is in football. But he had a few other actions in that game as well, a few other moments in that game as well, where we also talk about, and where maybe pundits don't talk about that much. But that's part of development of a player, and I really like where he's at the moment, where he is in his development. And I would be surprised if he stays fit, if not more minutes will come in the near future.
All right, it doesn't look like Salah's getting back to his best anytime soon. I don't quite know what's going on there. Is there an argument to say that Engemoa is Liverpool's best winger at the moment?
I mean, best is probably a little bit of a...
Well, Gakpo's...
Gakpo is...
load of rubbish.
Yeah, it's not the answer, but...
Salah's not playing well.
No, but then Rio Engemoa, who I do like, was brilliant when he came in against Forest. We haven't seen him enough to suggest he's the best. But something needs to change because, as you said, the Cody Gakpo for me, I'd like him on that left-hand side, but just... hasn't been. Last time he scored a goals in the Champions League, and that was 21st of January. Before that, when you're looking at his Premier League, the last time he scored a Premier League goal was Fulham, 4th of January. I mean, what's
happened?
Do you know what? For Cody Gakpo, I do like him. I think he's a good player, but it just feels like, I know he's there at the same time, but it just feels like a little bit of a downgrade on Luis Diaz, who was...
Oh, without a doubt.
Was brilliant. Salah's the one for me that I don't quite get what's going on here, because it feels like it's overnight, because for season upon season, we used to say about Liverpool, it doesn't really matter about the right-hand side. That's Salah's. He'll get his goals. It's who do we play up front? Who do we play on the left-hand side? And there was like almost moving parts. You had Darwin Núñez, you had Gosdorisi Sol, Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz. But it was always Salah on that right-hand side. It was who are the other two that's going to play? And when you look at his numbers, I mean, he's got 7 goals in all comps this season, 8 assists.
Do you think it's just coincidence, or is there more to it? The fact that Trent's not there anymore.
No, I don't think it's as simple as that.
What I think
you look at a lot of Salah goal last season, right? Yes, there were a few that Trent give it. A lot of it was him himself.
I know, but I just wonder. You've played the highest level I haven't. I just wonder if you're used to having a player behind you can trust and you get on with, a good teammate, might be a good close friend as well, and all of a sudden all of that disappears, and you might not be getting on with whoever's playing right back, and you're asked to do different things. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's that. But I just think also as well, because of how good he's been for such a long time, ever since he got to Liverpool, he has been 10 out of 10, right? Absolute legend, right? Premier League legend, Liverpool legend, right? None of us expected the decline to come. He'd be fine. But he's 33 years old. I know he looks after himself, but when you're playing, again, I go back to his minutes, and game times. Last season, 52 appearances. The year before that, 44. The year before that, 51. Then 51, then 51. At some point, it's going to catch you up. And especially when you're someone like Salah, who relies, not only is he's a genius, and he's got great feet, he scores great goals, right? But he relies a lot on his pace. Eventually, at some point, that's going to start to waver.
Yeah.
And when you're playing as many minutes as he is, although he looks after himself, and then he obviously was at the AFCON this year as well, at some point, he's going to start slowing down.
Do you think Slot has asked him to change his game? And by that, I mean, I always felt Liverpool's front three were always sharing the goals. Now there's more of a focal point, right, on either Ekitike or Isak. Do you think that maybe his role has changed from...
Yeah, maybe slightly. I mean, it didn't last year because he won the Golden Boot last year, so I don't think it changed too much.
That's true.
But in Slot, I don't think changed too much last year anyway, because he knew what he had and then thought, all right, well, hopefully this will be enough, and it was. But this season, Salah just... Even his touch and his burst, so that's nothing to do with the manager, that. When he's getting the ball sometimes and he's trying to go past someone, it's like that extra... Remember that extra gear, that sharpness, and he's gone? It's not quite there at the minute. So...
Let me ask you, Ryan, Ryan works on our show. Ryan Bryan, you're a Liverpool fan. Would you start him? Would you drop Salah? Would you play him on the right-hand side? Ryan saying drop Gakpo and play him on the other side, yeah? I think a lot of Liverpool fans have said that on social media,
I'd go
right?
Gakpo first before Salah.
You drop Gakpo first,
yeah? Before Salah, yeah.
Yeah, you start Salah right on the right, yeah, Ryan? Yeah, he would.
But it'd be interesting, I think, to see at the end of the season, though, because listen, if there's a bid coming from maybe Saudi Arabia market, or someone puts on the table 70, 80 million for Salah.
Oh, I don't think they would go anywhere near that amount now.
What, Saudi Arabia? For him to be they would, right?
I don't know. After this season, I don't... What's the deal Salah's got left? Do you know? Have you got that at your fingertips?
No, but he just recently signed a new one, hasn't he? Yeah, well, of course he signed a new one, because that was the thing.
Hold on, it's the end of next season.
Yeah.
So he's got this season... He's got 18 months left. That's not long. No, he ain't going to pay 70 million for him.
I think they will. If they can get him this summer...
Are you nuts?
What, for Salah?
Are you insane?
You think they would?
No.
Of course they.
I think Liverpool, if they got an offer for 50 million with a year left, they would bite his hand off.
It'd be more than that. I think Saudi, if they want him to be the poster boy of Saudi Arabian football, which I've heard before in the past, I think they're willing to pay 70, 80. And if they can do that, if I'm Liverpool, I'm taking it. 100%.
Yeah, I agree with you. If it's 70 or 80 million, then I think 50 million, I'd do it. Wouldn't you?
Potentially, yeah, with a year left. But I think Saudi Arabia would.
Yeah. Yeah, they would, because he would be the poster boy. It'd be fantastic for them.
So I think come the end of this season, if you can get a large chunk of money for it, and then you start to move on from Salah, because at some point they had to move on from Gerrard. At one point, he had to step away. They had to come away from
all of them. Torres, they all moved
Torres
on.
Obviously went to Chelsea even when he was at his pomp.
Oh, you're talking about players that are
at some point
they've been there a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah. Okay. How did you see the game going, by the way, at the weekend? Liverpool against West Ham.
Liverpool win that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got a
tough game or not?
No, it'd be a tough game because West Ham are fighting for their lives and they've got a little bit between their teeth with the performances they've put in.
Mm.
But I just think Liverpool at home, Verts will be back probably.
Yeah.
I think if he's back and Ekatiga's up top, them two there could destroy West Ham on their own.
And just quickly with Engamoa, you think if you're good enough, you're old enough. Age is irrelevant.
Yeah, give him an opportunity.
And you'd start him?
Yeah, on the left probably. Yeah,
you would? Okay. Liverpool fans, how good a player is he? Does he deserve a start this weekend when you take on West Ham? And if you want to talk about anything else to do with your club, Liverpool fans, that's why we're here. You can pick up the phone and give us a call. Maybe we missed a big question. If we did, you can ask it to Benny in just a matter of moments. 03717 22 3344.
England striker Ivan Toney joined Drive Today's show and was asked whether he wants to see Arsenal win the title.
Arsenal fans hate me as it is, so I can't say too much. But now, I do want them to win. I think it's boring City winning all the time. It would be nice for another team to win. Also, a couple friends at Arsenal also. So I think, it'll be special for them. Obviously being so close for so long, and hopefully they can finally get over the line. But I think they know City have been there, done it. So City have that little advantage, but I feel like Arsenal maybe can do it this time.
Yuck. That's what I'm going to say. Do not want Arsenal winning the title. I'm a Chelsea fan, right? It's the way it should be, right? It's the way it should be, Dina. Don't look at me like that. I don't want Arsenal winning the title, mate. All right? I've said all season they will, and I fear I'm going to be proven right. All right? I don't want to win the title.
Right. I thought the massive London derby was Spurs-Tottenham. Spurs-Arsenal.
Yeah, right? They're North London derby, yeah.
So who's Chelsea's biggest rivals? Spurs?
In London, Spurs. I mean, they say Fulham and QPR and Brentford. They're not. No.
So why do you hate Arsenal then?
No, I don't hate Arsenal. I just don't want Arsenal to win the title.
Why?
Because they're London. I don't want anyone in London doing well. In fact, someone's got to win the Premier League title. Give it to Man City. So all I've got to say, give it to City.
Well,
I'm not giving it to City.
What's your reasons for that? Just because they're
because Arsenal fans are unbearable. They're unbearable. They haven't won the title in 22 years. They're still unbearable, all of them. Honestly, the entitlement from them. Their Premier League record the last 22 years, they've not been involved in it, right? Okay, they've had a couple of skirmishes with City. Their European status is absolutely disgusting.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Bent is here. In fact, Bent is going to be looking ahead to a big weekend in his EFL Corner.
Do you know what, right?
Oh, yeah, go on.
The cheek of certain people.
Oh, go on.
Hey, we talk about chocolate bars, don't we?
Yeah. Go on.
Hey, Curtis Davis
Yeah, you told me.
messaged me and said...
Embarrassing.
Rubbish choice. And then I said, okay, what's yours? These were his 3 that he chose, right? Boost, 1. White Kit Kat Chunky. And a Drifter.
That's it. You can tell a lot about a man.
You know what I mean?
By the chocolate they choose. Is that Curtis Davis?
Yeah, White Kit Kat Chunky.
I'm going to mark that
I didn't know it was a thing.
I'll mark that out of 30, like each bar out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? So the first one,
Boost.
I'll mark out of 10. Okay, I'll write it down now, I'll add it up. Boost. Okay, yeah. Next one.
White Kit Kat Chunky.
Okay, I'll mark out of 10, yeah.
Drifter.
I remember them. Out of 10, okay. So out of 10, 0. Embarrassing, that is. You can do better than that, Curtis. Come on. Let's take a call, shall we? All things Liverpool, all things Engamoa, 03717223344. Carl's a Liverpool fan. Carl, how you doing?
What's happening, boys? You good?
I'm good. Favourite chocolate bar of all time?
Dairy milk.
What, whole nut or dairy milk, just dairy milk on its own?
Plain old dairy milk, can't beat it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really argue with that. It is, I wouldn't say the Messi of chocolate bars. It's certainly up there. It's amazing. Got it, Carl. What's your thing? What's your view on all things Liverpool and youngsters, 17-year-olds starting for you?
Well, I've just jumped into the car and turned it on, so I just caught you talking about Rio.
Okay.
In my opinion, he's a good player. He's got all the skills, good feet, and all the rest of it. But I think he's too young to be playing full 90 minutes.
Right.
Defensively, he's not the best. He's still learning the game. You know, he's got all the tricks and stuff, but he's still learning the game. So for him to be playing full time on the wing, I don't think is the right thing to do.
But Gakpo's terrible.
I don't think Gakpo's the answer either.
No.
Gakpo is just so predictable. You know what he's going to do all the time.
Carl, let me ask you.
Even when you know what he's going to do, he never actually does it.
Carl, let me ask you then. Why has Chiesa not been given more of an opportunity?
I'd love to know, Darren. I'd love to know, because he works so hard when he comes on the pitch, and he's a brilliant finisher. I can only think that Slot doesn't like him in some way, shape or form, because any time he's been on the pitch, he gives the crowd a lift before he comes on. When he's getting changed and the crowd see him come on, they start singing a song and all stuff like that. And he works hard and he can do the job, but for whatever reason, he's not getting a lot of minutes, and I can't work it out myself, to be honest.
Okay, Carl, thanks for that. Good call. Let's go to, where should we go? Jamie's Liverpool fan. Hi, Jamie, how you doing?
Hey, guys, how are you? Okay?
Oh, good, man. How are you today? You all right? You got a big Friday lined up?
No, I've just parked outside my daughter's ballet waiting for her to come out, to be honest with you.
How old is your daughter? Both my young girls love their dancing. How old are yours?
She just turned 12, mate.
Okay, good age.
But going on 18, you know what it's like.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. They grow up too quickly, they grow up.
I know. Benty, you're a legend of football, and Goldstein, you're a legend of hair products.
I'll take that every day of the week. Have you got it? Have you bought it yet?
I have, actually, mate, but I'm follically challenged, so it's just kind of more like on a display cabinet, you know?
That is so kind of you. That's very kind. Thanks, man. That's really nice of you.
No worries, man.
Go on,
no
then.
Worries.
You're a Liverpool fan. We've been talking about, we're talking about youngsters. We're talking about one of yours, 17-year-old, Rio Engamo. What do you make of him?
Mate, I would start him over Gakpo every day of the week. Yeah. I would start my nan over Gakpo, and he's been dead for, 20 years?
Wow.
I
She have a
don't
good
rate
left foot, did
Gakpo
she?
at all. Yeah, I tell you what, she could cut inside better than Gakpo can. Listen, I don't rate Gakpo. No offense, and I'm sure he's a lovely guy if you have a pint with him. I don't rate him. The defenders know what he's going to do. Every time he's got the ball, they know he's going to cut inside. Anybody can see that, so he's easy to defend against. When you got somebody like Rio, you don't know what he's going to do. So the defenders haven't got a clue. And for the Muppet you just had on now, saying that he's too young, people like that would never have started Michael Owen. They would never have given Steven Gerrard a chance. They would never have given Robbie Fowler a chance. The kid's good enough. Stick him on. Let's have a look at him.
Well, talking of players that are good enough, what's happened to Mohamed Salah?
Burnout, I think.
Yeah.
I think he. But then again, he went away with Egypt, and he played really well for Egypt, apparently.
Yeah.
So I don't
He's just
know,
had too much football, you think?
Maybe, but maybe he just needs a beach ball to help him out up front, like Benty. I don't know. Sorry, that's a cheap dig. Sorry,
I don't take it as a dig. It's one, you know what I mean?
Nothing but love for you, mate.
Thank you very much.
Well, have a nice weekend.
Listen, burnout might be the right word. I know he said he went away in Egypt and played quite well, but Premier League's tough, and he plays a lot of minutes, Salah. Like, rarely there was a period, I know it's not happening now, there was a period he was never coming off the pitch. There was a period where he never got subbed, did he? It was 90 minutes all the time. It must come at some point. 33.
Did you know the exact moment? Gary Neville, I think we played
West Brom. Was it 5 or 5-3 you lost?
Something like that.
Lukaku hat-trick.
And he said that was the day where he thought, I can't do it anymore. For you, was there a day or a moment or a turn or a shot or anything like that? You thought, I can't do it.
Yeah, probably when I first started.
Was there?
Nah.
Was injury sorted you out?
Yeah, towards the end, you just know when you're not as sharp as you once were. And still in and around the box, I was fine in terms of the ball drops. I know it was going to drop, finishing it off. But getting about the pitch, running in behind and stuff like that. But you know, it's even pre-season when you're doing the runs and people you're struggling to keep up with. You're like,
Here's a question for you before we go to Jay, the Liverpool fan. I don't even know if you'll know the answer. When was the last time you scored a goal?
Sunderland.
No. Any, like when we used to play football. And can you actually remember your last goal?
Oh, it would have been last year.
Can you remember it?
I don't know.
That's weird that you can't remember the last time you scored a goal.
No.
Okay, goal of the century.
Was that no? The last one was it?
Oh no,
I saw you a couple in that little.
Yeah, who's it possible to be? Was it Defoe? It was Defoe, wasn't it?
It was Defoe, yeah. Good finish, that.
Thanks, man. Good work, D. Second best goal of the century. Jay's a Liverpool fan. Hi, Jay.
You right, yeah?
Good, man. How are you?
Not bad, not bad to be honest. It's just raining where I am.
It's just raining?
Yeah, it's just raining non-stop all day, all week.
Where are you? You're in the shower.
I'm in Warsaw.
In Warsaw?
Nah, in Warsaw.
What are you doing tonight, Jay?
I don't know, to be honest. Nothing's come up yet. Obviously, it's raining or whatnot, so probably just going to stay and watch. I think there's a match on tonight, Wolves or something.
Yeah, live on talkSPORT.
Wolves Villa.
Yeah, talkSPORT. Why wouldn't I just watch it live on the telly?
Well, I think you know the answer to that because talkSPORT is the best media outlet that you can get.
Nah, I'll watch you guys tomorrow when you have something to say about it.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ask you again, bearing in mind you're on talkSPORT, and maybe you'll change your answer, yeah? So
but I'm saying I'll watch the match rather than listening to it.
Yeah, but you'll turn the volume down on the telly and listen to Joe Shannon, right?
I get the numbers up with the stream and all that.
Yeah. You know it works. Good boy. Thanks for that, Jay.
Yeah.
Go on then.
But I just want to talk about Slot, man. I was just think how can you win the league, yeah? And not bear in mind he didn't buy anyone. So how can you win the league, yeah, with all the money and not put together a side like a manager, yeah? A manager's gonna come to work, yeah, whether it's in his first term or his second term, but he's gonna put together his staff. Why is he buying 100 mil Wirtz and 100 mil Isaac? Bear in mind he saw how well Ekitike was playing. Why didn't he tell the club, hold on a second, actually we've got our main guy now. We don't need Isaac. He's buying 200 mils worth of players, yeah, and he hasn't got a fit left back he hasn't got a good left back other than Robertson because Kirker is crap. So you should have bought like 2-3 left backs. The right back situation, Frimpong's injured. I get that, Brandy. You still, well, come on, bro. That's the main issue. Everyone was going on about Konate's contract. You should have bought a few centre halves. You should have bought a defensive midfielder because Gravenberch doesn't like to defend anymore. He defended for that one season.
Let me ask you this, Joe. I don't want to cut you short, but I've got to let it go in a minute. But you obviously know what you're talking about. Are you happy with Slot? Would you keep him?
Nah, only because when we won the league, I wasn't buzzing. Like, how can I win the league and I'm not buzzing? Because why? Because the football was flat. Yes, we won the league, but the second season, and I'm still seeing the same football. If anything, it's worse. And you've put together your side. Now you've got all the money in the world to spend, and this is what you put together. How can I be happy?
Yeah.
It's rubbish.
Do you know, I do wonder. I do wonder with the
Thanks,
Isak.
Shay. Have a nice weekend, man.
Because Isak had gone so far with Newcastle in terms of, I ain't playing for you again. If there was some kind of promises made that we're going to get you, don't worry. And he's like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then they almost felt obligated that they had to buy him.
Yeah, and also, you at the time, you knew Isak knew the league and it had a history in it.
Yeah.
And a good track record. And, of course, Ekitike was a bit like...
He's actually a better finisher than Ekitike by some distance.
Yeah, but at the moment they're getting more out of Ekitike. Still to come, Bentley's going to be looking ahead to a big weekend in his EFL Corner, or as we call it, the Ipswich Corner. First, it's time for the last no Googling of the week. We want to know who was Mohamed Salah's first Premier League goal against?
Oh, for Chelsea. There you go.
What?
For Chelsea.
Hold on, was it for Chelsea? Yeah, it was for Chelsea. I'll give you a clue. They smashed the opposition 6-0. All right. The answer to that and the last 31 minutes and 10 seconds coming your way in seconds. Stay where you are or Bentley will come to your house.
That's a fantastic draw for Arsenal, really, to be in that part of the draw as well, because not only have they got Leverkusen, they then play the winners of Sporting and Glimt. So they've got a great run. In fact, it could be that you could get a North London derby in the semi-finals of the competition if everything goes to plan. But their potential opponents in the quarterfinals, should they beat Leverkusen, Arsenal, would end up being Glimt or Sporting. And then they would face the winners of the quarterfinal, which is between Newcastle, Barcelona or Atletico Madrid against Tottenham. So the draw in full then, Paris Saint-Germain against Chelsea, Galatasaray against Liverpool. The winners of those two ties will play each other in the quarterfinals of the competition. Real Madrid will take on Manchester City, and Atalanta will play Bayern Munich. The winners of those two ties will meet in the quarterfinals. So we could have a Manchester City Bayern Munich reunification with Vincent Kompany in the quarterfinals of the competition, or we could have Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, some of the most prolific champions in Champions League history, meeting at the quarterfinal stage. Newcastle and Barcelona is the next fixture that came out of the hat. They will face the winners of Atletico Madrid and Tottenham Hotspur in the quarterfinals, and then Glimt Sporting and Leverkusen Arsenal completes the draw. Well, certainly Arsenal have come out more favourably than anybody else.
Incredible. It's incredible. I mean, they've got to at least get to the semi-finals for me, if not the final itself. It couldn't have gone any better from a Gunners' perspective.
Boxing. It's a sport that makes multi-millionaires out of the world's best fighters, but it's not as flush with cash as you'd think. We all see how much the likes of Tyson Fury or Canelo Alvarez make every fight, but that's not the case for those just starting out, or those who aren't even at that level. For example, if you've just turned pro and don't have a promoter, you have to sell your own tickets, cover the cost of the venue yourself, and pay the taxman at the end of it. You might not even break even, but if you do, you're looking at 5 to 10 grand max. A mid-tier fighter might make more like 10 to 50 grand, but you still have to give up half of that in costs. So unless you're fighting for a world title, it's tough to make money. One potential way of doing it, though, is being a journeyman. Here's former European champion talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver explaining how that could work.
They want to fight every week, and they can be going in against the prospects, so they can demand good money, and they might be demanding like 5 grand, 10 grand for a 6-rounder or something because they're going in with a prospect. He gets through that, the journeyman gets through that fight, and he can fight again next week.
I mean, even so, it's not much, and you're getting punched in the face for a job. It's only really at the top level, i.e. fighting for titles, where you're earning up to 6 figures and can afford a diamond chain or that Ferrari. So boxing isn't a sport that allows you to retire at 40 and live a life of luxury. Much like a lot of other sports and jobs in general, it takes an awful lot of luck quite early in your career to really make it worth your while.
Sometimes you hear one of their tracks and you haven't heard it for a bit and you go, oh, turn up a bit right Friday. Tune that is. Huh? Look. What do you mean, who is it? Are you joking? No. It's Oasis.
Okay, nice. Lovely tune.
You've not heard that before?
No.
Sometimes you let yourself...
No, I've heard the tune before. I didn't know they sung it. I'd heard the tune before.
I can only apologise now if you're listening. Before the break, I asked a question. Mohamed Salah's first Premier League goal was against who? They beat him 6-0 at the Bridge.
Blackburn.
No.
Where'd they play?
The Emirates.
Arsenal?
Yeah.
For Chelsea?
Yeah. 6-0 you got tonked.
Wow.
Remember that? Yeah, you blanked it from your mind. Following us at 7, Adrian Dunn, the GOAT host, live commentary of Wolves against Aston Villa. We'll bring you team news from Molyneux shortly. But before that, it's time to take a look at the latest EFL action in partnership with McDonald's.
Bent's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
Bless you. Yes, Bent's EFL Corner, where Darren Bent takes a look at a big old weekend of action in the EFL across the talkSPORT network.
Don't see any...
What? What's the matter? There's no Ipswich on it. No, because this is the action that's live on talkSPORT. Actually, no, it's not. It's just not on it. We could start with talkSPORT 2's live commentary of Bristol City against Watford. That's tonight. Team news, by the way, coming in just a moment. Bristol City, they're 8th, 4 points outside the playoffs. Meanwhile, Watford are 2 points behind them, down at 12th. The Bristol City gaffer Gerard Strubber spoke to the media ahead of the game and said that fans are right to be excited about the team right now.
We have to jump in the playoffs. I know that. And when I would be a fan from this club, then I would say also, yes, what is with the playoffs? Come on, we have to do it. On the same time, I think our logical way is more game by game and thinking. And I think the biggest influence what we can have in the end of playoffs is when we are in game by game on a really high level.
Now, Bristol City, of course, made it into the playoffs last year. They are in a decent position as things currently stand. Do they have enough to finish in the top 16?
It's going to be hard, really hard for Bristol City. I almost feel like with the size of that club, I've been to that stadium, big old stadium, I can't believe they've not been promoted to the Premier League at least once. But again, I mean, the playoffs is interesting because there are some. I mean, Southampton. The thing about the start they made, they were having a stinker, but all of a sudden they've got Southampton. They're the same points. Wrexham, who've been flying the last 5-6 games. Hull in there, Ipswich, Millwall are absolutely flying as well. So I think it's going to be. I couldn't tell you. I think the definites are obviously Millwall, Middlesbrough are still there within biting distance, but I think Hull will get in there. I think that 6th spot is up for grabs, I believe. Wrexham downwards, I think. And I think Bristol City have got a great chance of getting themselves in there.
A quick word about Watford. They've got Edward Steele in charge now, brother of Will Steele, who was sacked by Southampton earlier in the season. They're not really a club that give their managers time. That's an understatement. Interested to see what he can do. It's a strange appointment.
Yeah, it was. And I watched them, obviously, of course, in their last game, absolutely get destroyed by Ipswich, 2-0. But it's hard. I mean, Watford, it's been a bit of a mad one with Watford because currently 12th. I remember Watford being in the Premier League quite a few times.
Yeah, me too.
Good players, but for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure. And I know they probably will say the hiring and firing has worked because they have spent time in the Premier League. So ultimately, they've got to where they need to get to. But there can't be any stability in that club. I don't know Watford that well. I know people that are connected to the club, but I don't know the ins and outs. But when you look at the stability and you keep chopping and changing managers, I mean, it worked for Chelsea, but you talk about at the highest level with unlimited funds.
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah. That one, we'll have team news in a moment. Live on talkSPORT 2 tonight, Bristol City against Watford. DB, what will the score be?
I am going to go for Bristol City to win that 3-1.
Okay. Tomorrow, 12:30, Portsmouth against Hull. It's live on talkSPORT 2. Hull, they are 5th, 7 points inside the playoffs. Portsmouth, 19th, 5 points clear of the relegation zone. Hull have opened up a nice gap between themselves and 7th place. Are they a side you're pretty confident will be finishing in the playoffs this season? It's a long way to go, obviously.
Do you know what, it is, but I wouldn't say Hull have been lighting it up. I mean, you look at their last 5 results, drawing with Watford, 0-0, okay, but then getting beat by Bristol City, no shame in that.
No.
Getting smashed by Chelsea again, no shame in that. But then getting beat 3-1 by QPR, and then again, they did bounce back against Derby.
There's a lot of that, though, in the EFL, isn't there?
A lot. I mean, they've got Ollie McBurney, I think he's 2nd or 3rd top goal scorer in the Championship,
Yeah.
although I don't know what's happening in the Championship, but it feels like the last couple of seasons, the top goal scorer is coming down the way. Like I was used to seeing crazy numbers.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Mitrovic and Toney and these guys hitting.
Mitrovic got 40, wasn't it?
40 something goals. He broke the record. He broke Tony's record from the year before.
Right, that's right.
But I think Perrault won it last year with like 19.
Yeah, it's very low.
Yeah, low. So I remember Chuba Akpom got 30, I think, a couple of years before that. So no, before that, Perrault was Smodix. I think he hit 28.
Well done.
So it's quite low. But I think while you've got a centre forward that's in good form scoring goals, you've always got a chance. So I think Hull will always have a chance with Gelhardt and McBurney.
Portsmouth Hull live on talkSPORT 2 tomorrow at lunchtime, 12:30. What will the score be? Do?
You know what? Portsmouth. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 2-2 draw.
They get a point out.
Portsmouth get something there. Yeah.
Let's move on to another big game tomorrow lunchtime. Sees Norwich go to Leicester. Leicester, they are still in the relegation zone by a point. And last one, a league game on the 5th of Jan. Meanwhile, Norwich, they are 17th, but they have won 6 of their last 8 league games. That's great form, that is. We'll start with Leicester. Of course, that points deduction. Results aren't getting any better. They're not getting any easier. How much trouble are they in now? I mean, if you're going to turn it around, it needs to start now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And it just came. And this is what I've always said. And some people agree with it, but some people don't. I get it. But when you're talking about people breaking the rules and points deductions and all that, I'd like to see it happen at the start of a season. So
I agree with you.
Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes, and I get it.
Totally agree. It kills you.
Right. And I understand for whatever. I'm not a financial expert, but they've broken. They've broken the rules, so they've been punished for it, right? But I do like that if they start minus 18, away you go. But at least they know.
Yeah, and all the other clubs, because also I would imagine it's a different game playing a side that 2 days ago got a 12-point.
Oh, they're on the morale's on the floor.
Right. Then it would be first day of the season.
Exactly, where they're like, all right, listen, lads, we've got an uphill battle, but away we go. So
I agree with that. I don't know why that's not a thing. That's a really good call.
Yeah, I'd like to just see it. If they've been punished. If they're punished midway through the season, at the start of whatever division they're in next season, if they get relegated or whatever, they start minus.
Is the argument not, though, as soon as we find out you broke the law, you get done?
There is that. And listen, I understand it because rival fans from that perspective will go, well, hold on, they've broken the rules, but we've just gone down. So why?
Yeah, maybe actually, now thinking about it, maybe that is the right way.
We've just gone down. So why? But then if we're all in the same boat, the same bracket, we know.
No, I disagree with that now.
Now you want it?
Yeah, because I tell you why. Because if they've, we'll use Leicester as an example. If they've spent for round numbers, 100 million more than they should have done.
Mm.
And then they've got a team that are good enough to get out of the league and the championship. They could win it, right? They could be winning that league with players they shouldn't have, thus taking a spot in the Premier League that shouldn't really be theirs.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as you're guilty, you get punished. I do agree with that now.
Okay, so you just changed that up.
Yeah, now we've talked about it.
Okay, fair enough.
You still happy with your rule?
Yeah, I'm having my rule.
How do you see it going? 12:30 tomorrow. Leicester.
I mean, Norwich have just lost a big player in Josh Sargent. I mean, that's massive.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Huge for them. So I think Leicester need this, didn't they? Bottom three. I
think
thought,
Norwich.
hold for a second here.
Norwich.
I'm going to back Norwich. Leicester win.
Oh, yeah, fine, okay. Norwich are flying.
I suddenly thought,
Yeah, I think Norwich will win that one. Tomorrow at 3:00.
Norwich are flying the 17th.
Well, yeah, I know, but recently they've won 6 of the last 8, did I say? Yeah, I think Norwich will win that game.
Yeah, but you're doing that beefies.
No, I'm not. I'm doing it for the reason you're not doing it. Another big game, big games. Live on talkSPORT 2 tomorrow afternoon. League leaders Coventry host Stoke, that one at 3:00. Coventry have opened up a 5-point gap at the top after 3 wins on the bounce. Stoke, they're 13th, just 1 win in their last 8. Coventry, they look like they've come through that poor run of form.
Yeah, they do. After that, they got beat by Norwich 2-1. Then they got beat by QPR and then drew with Oxford. I went, oh no, it's happening. But I know they'd won the 2 before that. But even before that, getting beat by Birmingham, Stoke, drawing with Charlton. Yeah. I'm thinking the what was happening. But I think the Middlesbrough result was huge. But watching that game, this is just what I believe. I thought Coventry played really well. But if Coventry don't score their second goal,
was it 3-1?
3-1. If they don't score their second goal straight after Middlesbrough score their first, I think Borough gets something from that game. Because at that time,
it's a turning point. You're right.
Borough were playing well, but then to back it up, beating West Brom, coming from behind to beat Sheffield United, I would have to say fair play to them. Fair play. So I think Coventry now. I think they win this, and I think they see it at home.
What will the score be? Coventry against Stoke Live on talkSPORT 2 tomorrow at 3.
Yeah, they're good at home, Coventry. I'm going to say Coventry win 3-0.
God, it's not written there, but we do talk about it. Who have you got?
Swansea.
What's that going to be like?
I mean, Ipswich will probably win. What
was your last game? You got beat again. You got smashed, didn't you?
No. Last one, we beat Watford 2-0.
No, but before that,
we're going back months, are we?
I'm just looking at fixtures, not months, weeks. Who have you got? Swansea. Where are
they? Swansea currently in the table are 15th. So theoretically, if Ipswich win,
you've got 2 games in hand. You're third, right? I haven't got league table in front of me.
So if Ipswich win their 2 games in hand, they go to 63 points, which takes them equal second. With a better, they go above Borough with a better goal difference.
I hope you only make playoffs.
Why? Ipswich's record in the playoffs is atrocious as well, by the way.
There you go. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Why?
A number of reasons. You, him, and Fabio Wardley I'm not happy with anymore now.
Oh, well, what's
promised he'd come on this show.
What's he done?
He texted me going, sorry, mate. Went on White and Jordan the other day, didn't he? He was in the studio, White and Jordan. I've got a text from Fabio.
Don't tell me he become world champion and then ditched us.
Yeah, I've got a text from Fabio that says, I will come on your show with you and Bentley before I do any other show on talkSPORT. I got that just after he became heavyweight champion of the world. I texted him last night, you've changed, mate.
Okay, fair enough. Wow.
Yeah. So, because of Wardley, producer Joe and you, I hope you don't go up. And that was all thanks to our friends at McDonald's.
Bentley's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
In our little chat, I did mention big games tonight. Bristol City take on Watford. Wolves take on Aston Villa. When we come back, we'll have team news for you ahead of that. And one where Billy will be getting beaten up by Benty in the studio for the end of show quiz.
So when an old friend I know drops by to say hello, Will I still see suspicion in your eyes?
Absolutely.
There we go again, Ray. Here we go.
Come on now.
You're asking where I've been.
Whoa.
You can't see the tears are real. I'm crying. Sing it, Ray.
We can go on together with suspicious minds. Build our dreams on suspicious minds. That's beautiful. Right. People can put the radio back on. I just want to hear the bird in the ghetto from the man himself, Elvis. This is a classic.
As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cries, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Drive and talkSPORT. Happy Friday. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside for us at 7. The GOAT Adrian Domo's live commentary of Wolves against Villa. In fact, team news for that one is in. Let's cross over and say happy Friday and find out who's in and who's out with Joe Shannon. Hi, Joe.
Yes, good evening, guys. Welcome to Molineux for Aston Villa, chasing the Champions League, of course. There are 3 changes to the team, held to a draw by Leeds last weekend. Pau Torres, Digne and Sancho come in for Mings, Martson and Bailey. So Martinez is in goal. Cash, Konsa, Pau Torres and Luca Digne at the back. Onana and Douglas Luiz holding. Sancho, Rodgers and Buendia behind Watkins up front. 2 changes for bottom club Wolves, who are still only on 10 points. That's one fewer than the all-time low total managed by Derby in 2007-2008. Wolves welcome back Totey after injury. João Gomez comes in. Arokadari drops out of the team, as does Krejci, who is suspended. That after Wolves were beaten at Crystal Palace last weekend. Jose Sarr is in goal. Mosquera, Santi Bueno and Totey at the back. Chachua, Andre, João Gomez and Hugo Bueno in midfield. Armstrong, Mane and Bellegarde are the front 3. Heavy rain here at Molineux. Kick-off at 8 o'clock. Wolves against Aston Villa, and it's live on talkSPORT.
It is indeed. Thanks, Joe. Meanwhile, over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear Bristol City against Watford in the Championship. Ian Danter has team news ahead of that one. Dance, good evening. Happy Friday.
Evening, boys. Happy Friday to you. 2 teams here chasing the playoffs. Bristol City are in 8th, Watford in 12th, but only 4 and 6 points respectively behind Wrexham in that final playoff spot. Both sides make 3 changes. Bristol City bring in Borges, McCrory and Randall. Atkinson, who's injured, Pring and Morsey drop out. 3 changes for Watford as well under the new management of Ed Still. And Gakia, Goglichidze and Kayembe are brought in. Out go Petris, Pollock and bowler. Adrian Clark's with me tonight. We'll be live on talkSPORT 2 from 7:30. Kick-off at 8. This should be a cracker. Bristol City against Watford in the Championship.
By the way,
That was unbelievable from Dance, by the way.
Some of those players, good one. That's why we've got him. He's one of the best. One with Billy. He's in the studio. You up? One word.
Evening. You right?
Whatever.
You good?
He's stabbing you with a pen. Yeah. HR will have a field day. HR will be on you like that.
Actually did stab me as well.
See, not good.
Hey, we're not promoting violence on
No,
the
we're
show.
not promoting it.
Exactly. So don't do
If
that.
it goes on, we won't promote it.
Exactly.
What are we doing, Billy?
Got a quiz. I can't actually remember why I'm doing this, but it's about the... Oh, I've remembered. We were talking Gareth Southgate, former England manager earlier.
Yeah.
The quiz is about the English language.
Oh, very good. Oh, this will be good for Benny.
That's hoodie, that Bill. I like that.
Cheers, mate.
I mean, it's Adidas and you wear New Balance trainers, but it's another day.
Yeah, but I don't care about that.
See, kids is today. No respect. Is it?
I've got a few proverbs. Do you know what they are?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know what they are.
I'm going to give you the start. You just have to finish them.
Okay.
Andy, do you want to go first?
We'd love to. Friday,
I'm
innit?
buzzing at you first.
The enemy of my enemy.
Oh, I know that.
Is an enemy of mine, something like that?
Nope.
Not quite, Benny.
It was in Blade. So it was like, say the first part again.
The enemy of my enemy.
Is it my friend or something?
He's no friend of mine.
Is it enemy of my friend? Or something like that.
He's no friend of mine.
Just is my friend.
Oh, I got it right then.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah, one you said that's the first thing I said.
And that's the real quiz. That was the real quiz.
Benny, nice easy one for you. You can't make an omelette.
I know that. I know that.
You can't make an omelette, but...
You got to finish it. Go on. You can't make an omelette.
No idea.
You got to just finish it. You got to go for it. That's...
Can't make an omelette. They can make fried eggs.
I think it's you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's close though with the fried.
Tickle him. Tickle him.
Do you know what that means, Benny? Meaning behind that one?
No, go on, talk to me.
It's impossible to do something good or accomplish an important task without encountering some problems.
Good work. Yeah. Okay, it's 1-1.
Andy, a journey of 1,000 miles.
Is that all it is?
Jeez. Something.
I think it requires sat nav at all times.
I thought you'd be serious then.
A journey of 1,000 miles.
We will have every step.
We'll have many twists and turns.
Nice, but not right.
All right.
Begins with a single step.
Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah.
Get the guitar. Big tasks start with small, simple actions.
Okay.
Benty, don't throw the baby.
I know this.
Don't throw the baby.
You've got to come up with an answer.
Don't throw the baby.
This is so good.
Nah, dear.
You've got to come up
Nah,
with... You've got to finish the sentence.
Don't throw the baby.
Go on.
Because I can't catch him.
Out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
He's trying to get low report.
Where's that from, Bill?
What do you think that might mean?
Where's it from? It's not from a movie. It's not like Blade 2.
No, it sounds like it should be from a movie, that.
What do you think it might mean, Benny?
You can't get rid of everything without checking it thoroughly first.
Sort of it. Yeah.
Don't discard something valuable while getting rid of something worthless.
Yeah.
Someone's trash is another man's treasure.
Well, that might have been the next one.
Yeah, you've written that now.
Pilly, what's it?
was that on there?
These are good.
Andy, an army of sheep led by a lion.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to finish it.
An army of sheep led by... Right, so if you had an army of sheep led by a lion, so the lion's going to eat the sheep. Oh, no, that tells me that the group's going to be tough. So an army of sheep led by aren't easily defeated.
Not quite. Would defeat an army of lions led by a sheep.
Who's the Cuban leader?
Well, that's garbage. Let me tell you now. That's absolute garbage, whoever wrote that one. I'd rather take the army of lions with the sheep at the front than the army of sheep with a lion at top.
But it means a strong army led by
I don't care. It's wrong.
leader.
They're all meant to mean something that's correct.
Or lose to a weak army led by a strong leader.
No, absolute garbage. Go on, Benny.
Benny, this is your last one, actually. A bird in the hand.
It's worth 1,000 in the sky.
Okay, if that's true, what does that mean?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
We have 2 in the bush.
Yeah. What do you think that means, Benny?
What, in the bush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. What does that mean?
I don't know. Even Joe doesn't know.
If you physically got something, hold on to it rather than something that you might actually get 2 of or better than, but you haven't got them.
Okay, nice.
It's better to be content with what you have.
Yeah, that's
than
what
risk,
I mean.
risk losing.
I don't
everything.
agree with that in the workplace.
Yeah. All right, Beer, that's it.
All right, I'll
I'm
run
about
it
complete
anyway.
the following. Get out my studio.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
I'll set Bentley on you.
All right, yeah.
Oh, sad music's going on, isn't it? I know it's the office, but our office is closed now. and it will be open for business on Monday at 4 o'clock. Stay with talkSPORT, loads of live football coming up. Busy weekend, an interesting one. See how we react on Monday at 4. Have a good weekend. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
Be very safe.
Ever see a blind man cross the road, trying to make the...
So, Stuttgart have got Porto, Nottingham Forest have got Midtjylland. The winners of those ties will meet in the quarter-finals. Bologna take on Roma and Lille play Aston Villa. It means that the quarter-final could be Daniel Marlon against Aston Villa, Gabby.
That would sum us up. That Daniel Marlon would score the winner and knock Aston Villa out. And if that happened, right, I don't know what I'd do, Crookie. I think I'd walk to your house, Crookie, from here and knock on your door and blame you.
We'll fire up the hot tub, mate.